Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN,
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN,
Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN,
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN,
Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN,
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN,
Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
We're definitely in the building. Probably not black. Copper colored.
Mouthpiece included.
Welcome to another edition, live edition of Mouthpiece Included. This is the pod where we speak upon Spolitricks, spots, which is a fusion of Polytricks, spots, and everything in between. The collapsible superposition, okay, upon your observation. Today, we kick things off with the legendary Go Cubs Go. Go Cubs Go. Hey Chicago, what do you say? Cubs gonna win today. All right? Versus the White Sox. Okay? All-time L series. We're gonna pit our all-time Cubs roster versus the all-time Chicago White Sox roster. You know, maybe they can put Honus Wagner on the team and we can offer him a bunch of paper money and he'll throw the whole L series. Big ups to Honus Wagner and his family. Let him into the Major League Hall of Fame, by the way. So that's what we're going to do. You guys may know I'm a big-time Southside Cubs fan. I also appreciate ketchup on my hot dogs because I don't like mustard. So I'm one of those guys. And then we got Big Ace, and I don't know if Diesel's pulling up. They're Chicago White Sox fans. You know, they like to show up to that shithole stadium and, you know, people are out there. I'm not even going to see this damn game here. Take these corporate tickets. You can have them. In fact, I'll pay you $100 to go in there. And you know what I mean? So whether you're a Southside black or drop dead gorgeous Northside blue, you're in for a front row seat to the highs, the lows, and the moments that define two baseball dynasties. After that, we're going to eventually get to the Dillon Gabriel versus Shedeur Sanders showdown. We're pitting Gabriel's surgical precision he displayed versus Sanders' next gen. How did he put this? Entertainment flair to find out who truly stole the spotlight. Did Gabriel's poise, smarts, grit, toughness, under pressure eclipse Shedeur's highlight reel magic? Stick around. We're breaking down every snap, every decision, and crowning the quarterback who will come out on top. Then we're going to shift gears out there to the seismic Brian Flores lawsuit. He draws up blitz packages nobody can figure out. I don't think they know if he's some sort of Hispanic, some sort of foundationally African-American, you know, with that name Flores. Maybe he's a Blexican. Karen, we're going to have to do some research on that. But this isn't just another locker room drama. It's a landmark challenge to the NFL's hiring practices and racial biases. We'll unpack the allegations, explore the potential fallout for coaches everywhere, and debate whether this legal battle could finally tip the scales towards real noticeable change in pro football. Finally, we'll be wrapping up with our Bears versus the Bills review preview. Before diving into this week's Spolitricks topics, from Allen's bombs in Orchard Park to Chicago's big play breakdowns, we've got the key takeaways. And in Spolitricks, we'll pull back the curtain on the latest strategy nuggets, those hidden tweaks and X factor moves that could redefine the season. So let's hop into it. We've got more previews, predictions, post-checking takes coming your way. So buckle up for a full throttle episode of Mouthpiece Included. Whether you're here for spots, scheming, or political sharp turns, we've got your dose of insight with just the right amount of edge. This isn't just commentary, it's clarity served with heat. The panel is open. That link has been pinned in the chat. That means anyone can pull up. Anyone can pull up. Put some respect on our name, though, when you pull up. All right. It's going to debate. We're going to debate, but be respectful. That's the Chicago way. Or it's going to be a problem. Trolls get hoes. So stand down, stand back, stand by. Or pull up. But if you do pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. All right. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the hosts, guests, and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Please smash that like button. So grab your mouthpiece and we'll get started. Before we do that, Big Ups Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes. Big ups, big ups, big ups. That's a house glamping music fest off grid in the beautiful state of Illinois. Check them out. They got a website. It's an annual event. It's growing and you got to be there. Next up, Milz Aesthetics, licensed, bonded, fully insured, multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro. You can be in the Southern California area and you need those services. www.taymillsaesthetics.com. That's www.taymillsaesthetics.com. That's been popped in the chat. Then we got Bella B Designs. You might need some swag on a shirt, personalized swag. Maybe there's a trunk party or an engagement party and you want some sort of theme. Reach out to Bella B, copper colored, owned and operated. Bella B Designs. It's designs365@gmail.com. Karen, if you can put that in and there you go. And then last but not least, Gym Recovery. You find yourself in a pinch in the greater Chicago area, your whip won't start. Maybe it won't fire up. You haven't been doing the maintenance. You saw the check engine light, but you rationalize something's wrong with the sensor. You know what I mean? Same way we don't rationalize when our gas needle is behind E. We don't say, oh, there, that thing might be broke. But we love to do it as copper color communities when the check engine light is on. Okay? So that thing's been on, and then one day you get in it. Could have been some simple maintenance, but now it's flared into something more serious. Well, you reach out to Gym Recovery. He'll pull up in a brand new flatbed tow truck, put your whip up there, put you in the front seat, get you to wherever you want to go, and that way you won't have to worry about any smash or grab or anything happening to your whip. You can take it to your mechanic. You can take it to your driveway. You can take it wherever you need to go. Copper colored, owned, operated. All right. That all being said, let's get the co-host in the building. Hope Leo's finest. You know what I mean?
TATN, baby. Mouthpiece included.
Hope Leo's finest. Oh, I see you went there and put on your sock swag.
Yeah, to matriculate the matriculation of the Chicago White Sox, since you're confessing your allegiance to the North Side. I'll save that name for later. Cubs.
Well, I'll tell you what. The Sox traditionally, I would say, have the better gear. I will say that.
Worldwide.
Yeah. The Raiders stole their swag, and then everybody started, you know what I mean? Yeah, that whole color combination.
Now, did the NWA put Sox on the map, or was it just the fact that we got the best looking gear?
It was the black. You know what I mean?
Right, I got you.
Yeah, it was the black. Yeah, y'all got. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, some tight gear. Blackhawks too got some tight gear. But if you're into your red, white, and blue, you know what I mean. You might be over there in Wicker Park, You might be over there in Wrigleyville. You know what I mean? And you just want to sit down and have you something to eat out there. You know
Drink
what I mean?
beer,
Yeah. You put your,
regurgitate in the stands. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you put your Cubs gear on. But what's in your craw? What's been going on all week, bro? Before we hop to it, we got a lot to unpack today.
Oh, I had some car issues. We got heat wave here. We got floods here. I mean, it's like the Bible going on here.
You ignored your check engine light I was just talking about.
I did not ignore it. The battery light came on.
Okay.
So I went and bought a new battery, and the light came back on and found
Alternator.
out it was alternator, yeah.
Yeah.
So I took it to the local Brown mechanic, and he got that thing going for me in about 4 hours.
And at least you got a new battery, because how old was your battery, bro?
The date on it was March of 21, so now we're
you need that anyway. Yeah,
we're updated to 25. He said, did you want to keep the old battery in there since we found out it's the alternator? Nah, I already made the investment. Let's go ahead on.
Let's go ahead, and just credit me for the core. You know what I mean? Because
let's go forward.
Money off of it. You know what I mean? Don't they still give you credit for the old battery, right?
Well, not where I buy mine, but I guess the mechanic will get on it. There's nothing I can do with it. So.
Yeah, you didn't care. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, man. Brother Wordsmith had a fender bender out there.
Didn't hear.
Yeah, last week. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's a lot of distracted driving out here, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You check your blind spot. You expect people in front of you to be moving. The light's been green. You know what I mean? And they'll pull up and then they stop. And then all of a sudden you're right up on their ass. That's happened to me. And I'm like, why aren't you people fucking moving?
Well, this is Chicago. It's not the distracted driving. These people don't care. They run through lights, run through stop signs. They, dash around. You go left, right, up and down, and then say, "Oh, my bad."
At least they say that. Here in LA, they'll flip you off after doing the coonery.
Well, you can't do that in Chicago. It could be some dire repercussions coming.
Yeah, it can be like that here too, but they do it. You know, I don't know. Everybody's tougher than, you know what I mean.
Tougher than leather.
Yeah. All right. We didn't run a poll today, so we do want to jump into it, and you guys can help us with this debate here. All right. Now, I don't know what you lined up. What you had lined up for your Cubs, your Sox lineup.
I got a few players, and I got a all-time over the hill Sox team. Well, 3 players from my over the hill Sox team that were brought in at the end of the careers here too.
Yeah, I mean you can put them in there. All I can say is everyone on my list is a Hall of Famer except for 1, 2. One of them had a shortened career. 1, 2, 3, and I believe 1 will get in. When it's all said and done. Yeah, all Hall of Famers. So I don't know what you got on your list.
Well, how many championships has that produced for the North Side? Is with all those Hall of Famers. That's all I'm going to ask.
The World Series?
World Series championships, yeah.
The Hall of Fame is a different. It's a different banana.
No, you're claiming the accolades of all these players. I mean, it's got to produce something other than their own individual accomplishments, is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, you guys, we had a drought, but don't act like the Cubs, just like our Bears, weren't winning back in the golden ages of baseball when they can, put you up on the tree and lynch you.
And during the Negro Leagues, they were winning championships. You were saying,
yeah, when they, how many championships have Cubs won? I mean, we've got one more. Okay, 3. All right.
Yeah.
1907, 1908, and 2016. Okay. Now the Black Sox. How many championships have they thrown?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. That's revisionist history.
All right, Sox won. All right, you want to start there? You jump out. Okay.
I'm not claiming all these Hall of Famers. We got some hell of a players.
1906, 1917, and 2005. So I fail to see your point.
Yeah.
got less Hall of Famers you're not claiming, and you got the same number of chips. Probably would have had more if Minnie Minoso and all these guys.
Don't blame it on Minnie. Hold on.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
When they were throwing them, there were no Minnie Minosos or no Pookie Ray Rays or no Clyde Jenkins on the team.
Yeah, I mean, and the third
Allegedly.
88 years later. All right, but we're gonna start. We're gonna start with these roster breakdown.
Yeah.
Let's start out with first base. First base. Who are you slotting in as your day-to-day first baseman in the all-time AL series? First base.
First base. I'm gonna go with now I get a DH too because we're in the American League.
Yeah, they got new rules now, so we'll all have a DH. I didn't add it,
Right.
so glad you mentioned it. I'll figure that out as we get going.
All right.
First base, because they changed the rules. You know what I mean? Which pisses me off.
Don't
As
worry about being
National
pissed
League.
off. Better than being pissed on. But I'm going with Paulie Konerko as our all-time first baseman.
Okay, yeah. He has some clutch in him.
Yeah.
Is he in the Hall? Is he in the Hall of Fame?
He'll be there.
All right. Well, I'm going with the was it H to the Izzo. I'm going with Anthony, my namesake, Rizzo.
Yeah, he wasn't there long enough.
I flirted with Mark Grace,
Uh-huh.
but you know what I mean? He leads the Cubs, I think, all time in doubles.
Yeah.
Great leather. Just didn't have enough pop for me. Yeah, I'm going with Anthony Rizzo, who got us a chip, who's not in the Hall of Fame. He's one of my not Hall of Famers so far. And second base, I mean,
I don't think he's going to make it.
Concede this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Second base, you might as well concede it. Well, Paul Konerko, Anthony Rizzo. I don't know, chat. You tell us. I think that's probably a wash. Ryan Sandberg, second baseman. Who's your second baseman? Flipping those double, throwing those double, double plays.
I'm going to go back in time. I'm going to pick Nellie Fox, White Sox all-time second baseman. The ever-popular Nellie Fox.
Copper color?
No, it's not copper colors.
All right.
It's on the south side.
Yeah, they weren't allowed, huh?
Yeah.
All right. And we're going with the late, great Ryan Sandberg, who is a Hall of Famer. That's our second baseman. So you got Nellie Fox, all right. He sounds like some sort of rapper from St. Louis. All right. What about the hot corner out there? Third baseman.
I'm going to go with White Sox former All-Star third baseman, not Batman, but Robin Ventura.
Oh yeah, the boy wonder,
Robin
Ventura. Yeah, Robin Ventura. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, I like Robin Ventura. Could throw some leather. He had a more than above average bat. You know what I mean? Played every day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, that's not going to compare to our third baseman, Ron Santo, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Don't sit there and try to tell me that you take Robin Ventura.
They gave it to him after he passed away because, a lot of people didn't like him.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to like a guy. I know a lot of people didn't like D-Rod. He's in the Hall of Fame. And come find out they didn't like Michael Jeffrey Jordan, but that doesn't come out of the Hall of Fame.
I think that's all political and some kind of monetary thing. But Michael Jeffrey Jordan will take care of that this year as he debuts as a commentator for the NBA.
Yeah, we're not looking for a miscongeniality. Yeah, Mike was like, damn, they paying $50 million to do this shit? Mike was like, called his agent, like, fuck around with you.
I got you, Mike. It's easy money. Where you want to work?
Yeah, Mike still probably got that gambling Jones.
Yeah.
All right. Shortstop, one of the most athletic, some say center field, but the most athletic position outside of center field on the baseball diamond. I'm going with Mr. Cub himself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie Banks.
That's a good pick. I like Ernie Banks. Good guy.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He's Hall of Famer. He's copper color.
Yeah, I'll go with that. That's okay.
Thought about Sean Dunston, but I'm like, there's no way
Nah,
you can take Sean Dunston over Ernie
Ernie
Banks.
Banks. Nah, you had to break out the shine immediately to get him hitting, and
Yeah,
yeah,
Sean.
yeah. Well, it's a kind of a battle for shortstop for the Chicago White
I
Sox.
forgot y'all had Ozzie Guillen, right? Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's
nice.
yeah,
Couldn't hit though. He hit like a pitcher.
yeah, yeah. We got Luke, Luke. I am your father. Appling was
Okay,
a Hall of Famer for the Sox. He was battling it out with Luis Aparicio, but
okay.
but I took Luke Appling.
Two Hall of Famers, but you didn't even have Ozzie Guillen on your
Yeah, I mean he's a great coach and manager, but come on, we were talking about the all time
All right, well, we
White
mentioned the
Sox
manager.
team.
Who's going to manage your team? I'm going with Don Zimmer. Popeye. You know what I mean?
Up by
Yeah,
Don
he looked
Zimmer.
great up in there.
Well,
You know what I mean? He was a Cub.
yeah.
We didn't know what was in his heart.
Well, I got a manager that was playing, but I'm gonna go with Ozzy as
You
my
can't
all
understand a word
time.
coming out of his mouth. And
It
Don
does.
Zimmer
It doesn't
had
matter.
him deported.
You couldn't understand the hell what Don Zimmer was spitting and
wasn't he? Wasn't he?
popping tobacco out his mouth. You couldn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah, but he was tough. He's a
Yeah.
tough son of a bitch.
So was Ozzy.
All right, at least Ozzy won something.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Now, a position you're familiar with coaching.
Mm-hmm.
The anchor of the team,
Mm-hmm.
the catcher. Now, I'm going with Brother Wordsmith might like this name because his daughter has a name. I'm going with Gabby Harnett, Hall of Famer, greatest catcher in Cubs history. It's before your time.
Yeah, way before my time.
But when I went down this rabbit hole,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn. The Cubs and the White Sox, they don't do enough. Right, as they calling the games, going back in history and talking about these players, they don't do enough of that. It's like they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they want the current money, the current players to shine and get you into the ballpark, and yeah,
Bro, they can be selling these throwback jerseys and getting the family some money. You know what I mean?
they don't care about the families getting money. They want the organization to prosper.
And if you had Gabby Harnett bobblehead day, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody's coming out for that.
Yeah, they'll come out. All
Yeah.
right. All right, but all right, who's your center? You're going with Pudge?
You're absolutely right. I'm going with Carlton Fisk as our
Was he a white
all time. Yeah, he's a White Sox player.
I don't know. He played for a lot of teams. He played for somebody else out there a long
He
time.
played for the Red Sox a long
Red
time.
Sox, yeah.
Yeah. But he had a great end of his career with the Chicago White Sox,
I'll give you that.
and he still lives in the area.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving you a hard time. You're going with Pudge.
Yeah.
All right, you're going with Pudge. All right, who's your right fielder out there?
Right fielder. I couldn't. We didn't have a great outfield for a lot of years. I mean, we had great players, but all-time players, I got to go with the historic all-time copper-coated player in right field, Harold Baines.
We got Harold Baines on the. He was a robot, bro. I love Harold Baines, bro. He showed no emotion. He was always clean cut.
Yeah, he's coming out there to give you the business every day.
Yeah, man. He wasn't cooning.
Yeah, and he
baseball.
No, and he wasn't taking any bed rest.
No. Yeah, he was one of my favorite White Sox, bro.
Yes, sir.
But that being said, he wouldn't have been able to hold our right fielders jockstrap.
That's a stretch.
Hall of Famer, Big Dawson.
Well, yeah.
Andre Dawson.
Could Big Dawson catch the ball? He was just known for his.
He was Gold Glove. What are you talking about?
His baseball prowess.
He was Gold Glove.
At the plate.
To the Cubs. He had some injuries, and so Big Dawson. He was Gold Glove, and he could throw you out. What are you talking about? It was Big Dawson. He was. You know what I mean?
I'm just kidding. You know I love Big Dawson.
Yeah, Hall of Famer. Now he had the curl. He made our all curl team.
Oh, we definitely got to pick a. We got to pick a week and come out with the all Jerry curl team. Absolutely.
All right, left fielder. I'm going with Hall of Famer once again. Okay, once again Hall of Famer. All right. Okay. Billy Williams.
I like Billy Williams too. He's a great guy. I met him once.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hell of a gentleman. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he seems like he was a gentleman. All those guys they were gentlemen, it seems like, bro. They weren't
Yeah.
jackass.
Well, they had to be there going on the north side, and our guys had to, be weary of playing in Bridgeport. So, yeah, they all faced hurdles as professional athletes.
I'll tell you a nice jersey to have,
Uh-huh.
if you can find it.
Uh-huh.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan's farm team is AA uniform, the Barons.
Barons 45, yeah.
Yeah, especially as a Sox fan. I tip my hat to the Sox. They had the GOAT in their organization. That's one thing the Cubs can't say.
Yeah. I mean, Reinsdorf did do what it took to make him part owner of the Chicago Bulls, but at least he was able to live out his dream of playing professional baseball for the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah. All right. So who's your left fielder that you got going up against Billy Williams?
I got a guy that played 4 decades of baseball, and if he was still alive, he'd probably get out there and play a game in this decade. Also, I'm going with Minnie Minoso.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. All right. Who's your most athletic athlete? Your center fielder out there. And these people, these guys all were, except maybe Rizzo. Rizzo was decent, but these guys all threw leather on my Cubs team, and they could all hit. So this is an important thing. I don't know about the Sox, but these guys all threw leather. But who's your center fielder out there?
The center fielder, I got to go back to the Shoeless Joe days, and I'm going to give you a manager, center fielder, and all-time center fielder. And then he was managing while he was playing, Fielder Jones. Fielder Jones.
Name. Center fielder Jones, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like Coppercolor. Maybe he was passing. You think he was passing?
Listen here, buddy. I said back in the Shoeless Joe Jackson days. So.
Yeah, but maybe he was passing. You know what I mean? They said Babe Ruth was Coppercolor.
Babe Ruth was passing, but no, Fielder Jackson wasn't.
All right.
I
mean, they had him doing a lot of work. All right. Our center fielder, you can't. I mean, Hack Wilson. I'll just say his name. Hack Wilson. All right.
All right.
Once again, Hall of Famer. Everybody in our lineup here and our position players are all Hall of Famers, except for Anthony Rizzo, and I think we can both agree that he'll flirt with it.
Allegedly. Maybe because of the influence of a certain family of people that have a vowel for their last names. Yeah.
Well, he got us over the hump. All right, let's just say.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll give him that.
Yeah, and I went with Don Zimmer. I didn't go with the copper-colored manager. You know what I mean? Who they blame for everything. I liked him too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rusty Dusty.
And we were winning in spite of what was his name? Madden. That guy, that guy was an idiot. He was making it as hard as possible.
Yeah, I think he came with the booger sugar when he came from wherever he came from. I think he was out on the left coast, and then he came to Chicago.
Yeah, I think Anaheim. You could have managed that damn team.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through our pitching rotation, and we're going to start with your short relief, your setup man. Who's your setup man?
Setup man. Oh, wow. It's tough.
Well, I'll give you some time on that.
I got my starter and I got my closer.
You only got one starter. You don't have a whole lineup of pitchers. You don't have a rotation. How are we going to play a series?
Yeah, I was just picking one player for every position.
Yeah, I mean, you need a pitching staff. I'll tell you what. We'll come back next week and we'll do the pitching staff. We'll give you time to prepare.
Well, the main pitcher I picked was Mark No Hitter Burley.
Yeah, he was all right. I mean,
he was all right.
Yeah, I mean, he I was flipping a coin between Fergie Jenkins, Hall of Famer, and Greg Maddux, Hall of Famer. I mean,
Greg
Burley
Maddox doesn't
can't
count for the
hold their
Cubs.
jock straight. Yeah, he can. What do you mean? We came up to our system.
They
He
gave him
picked,
they gave him away for a bag of peanuts.
it
Well,
don't
they didn't even get a bag of peanuts. They just let him out of town.
it don't matter. He played multiple seasons.
Yeah, damn cheap organization.
If you can have Pudge, what do you mean? Greg Maddox is a Cub. I think he's in the Hall of Fame as a Cub.
No, he's in the Hall of Fame as a Brave, I believe.
Maybe
But
both.
everybody in baseball knew that was the worst move the Cubs would make from the past and the upcoming future, and everybody was right.
Yeah, okay. It broke my heart too, but it has nothing to do with that. Burley was a great pitcher. He was great, but come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give you a chance to put together the pitching staff. We'll revisit this next week, everybody. We're gonna get in our pitching staff, and then we're gonna see, you're gonna have Burley going up against either Fergie Jenkins or Greg Maddox. That's gonna be your ace.
Yeah, it's good baseball.
Yeah, it would be good baseball. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Those are guys that knew how to put together a game plan to play against another team, whether it was high cheese, outside pitching. They were both great spot pitchers, and shout out to Greg Maddox and Mark Burley.
Yeah, and like you said, set up. They could get through the lineup 3 times, because they you know what I mean? They were good.
Yeah, and they knew who to hit right in the middle of the back when it came that time also.
Push them off the plate, break their back.
Smart.
Yeah. All right. Michael Porter Jr., who you remember I wanted.
Oh, wait, before we get to that.
Yeah.
DH. Big Frank Thomas. Can't forget him.
You got Big Frank DHing? Who's going to DH for the Cubs?
If you want to come back with that next week, I'll take it. But
yeah, I'll come back with my DH next week, bro.
All right.
Yeah, Big Frank is a great DH. I'll come back with my DH next week. I mean, there's a plethora. Okay, there's a plethora. But how dare you suggest, like the Sox have been winning more championships than the Cubs? All right, Michael Porter Jr., who I wanted. Okay. The Bulls went out and drafted the dude out of Duke. If his knee that exploded on him can just, we hold him out his first season.
No interest.
Yeah. All right. Now Michael Porter made an interesting comment. This is on Complex. He said on the One Night with Steiny podcast, the Brooklyn Nets small forward. He's in Brooklyn? Okay.
Yeah. I think he just got a contract. Got a nice contract. Let me look it up while you're talking about him.
Okay. Let's see.
Through a situation right now, Terry Rozier was in some hot water.
Yeah, Beasley had Uncle Sam problems, and he blamed his agent for not paying his time. Yeah, coaches too, when they don't want to kick field goals. All right, but what do you think overall about what he's saying? Gambling.
Yeah, I mean, we did a show on this. We know the effects of big gambling on games. You can see it in games when players are fumbling the ball away or taking shots that shouldn't be taken at the end of a game, or is trying to score when you're up 15 points to go up 20 or whatever the hell's going on. It's evident, as it was when the refs were making money off the gambling, when it was still quote unquote illegal, and it's going, like you said, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, I agree. It's spot on. What he's saying. You got a lot of players who gamble already. They gamble in cards and all types of stuff. You poker and gambling and pulling out guns on the plane. And what was the guy named from Mount Carmel?
Antoine Walker.
Yeah, big gambling. Supposedly the gangsters from Vegas was looking for him, and I guess he didn't realize they're all tied to the Chicago outfit that no one talks about anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was having issues.
Well, he was trying to gamble with Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan at the tables, and that's not a good idea.
Fill them up with alcohol, give them a good cigar.
They could blow a bunch of money. They got plenty of money, but your money was being counted.
Yeah, he had a big contract, but to your point, they don't. I don't think they factor in taxes and all kind of stuff, and
Yeah,
tagging it.
yeah, but you got a guy like Jordan who had, he wasn't even making money off basketball. It was endorsements and marketing, and Barkley was high in marketing for Nike, and he's still working, doing video and television for the NBA, and yeah, those checks aren't still coming in for Antoine Walker.
Yeah.
I got a little background on you guy. Porter was traded from the Denver Nuggets to the Brooklyn Nets for Cameron Johnson, an unprotected 2032, and an unprotected 2032 first round pick. Porter Jr. is on a 5-year, $179 million contract.
Yeah, Nets didn't want to pay him.
Yeah, that's what it says. They next Nuggets traded him to shed salary and gain financial flexibility.
And Bulls had no interest.
No interest. Yeah, we got Giddy and the other guy to worry about.
Speaking of integrity.
So
All right,
have
integrity,
talked a
y'all.
lot
You gotta have some integrity and no impurities, NBA. All right. That's a lesson to you.
For sure.
All right. Bronny finds a Karen. You like who you like. Nobody's gonna judge this young man.
Come on, he's out there in California. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. His LeBron didn't marry a Karen.
LeBron's wife came from Ohio, Akron.
What are you saying? There's no Karens in Ohio?
No, not when LeBron was starting. LeBron left there when he was 18, 17. Yeah, so he went the path that he wanted. Went the path for the young ladies trust.
LeBron went to a fancy private school. They recruited him and paid for his tuition.
Yes, his mom was with him.
I'm sure there were plenty of Karens there.
Yeah, his mom was going to let that happen back in the day. And Bronny's just dating. He's just sowing his wild world oats.
I don't know. I mean, to each his own, but the 20-year-old Lakers player whose dad is a superstar had his arm around Whitefield and was kissing her cheek in the picture as they stood over a packed suitcase with an adorable cat perched beside it.
That's her name? Whitefield? Okay. Go ahead.
Whitfield.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I pronounced it wrong.
Same thing.
With a mirror selfie of the couple in matching pink outfits.
Yeah, it's Christmas, I hope.
Pink outfits?
He's out there on the left coast. You know how you guys do out there.
Yeah, bro. I saw a big, like a Nigerian. First I see the Europeans, then the big Nigerian. He's walking around with his man purse, and this girl didn't even carry a purse because I guess she said, "We can just put on my makeup and stick your purse."
Your purse, yeah. You got the bigger purse.
Yeah, you can carry it.
Yeah.
All right. Bronny wrote anniversary dinner. It was his anniversary dinner wearing a matching pink outfits.
Yeah. Louis Vuitton or Gucci.
Bronny's story added 3 pink hearts to her post. Is this for breast awareness? No, we're not in breast month.
No, it's October.
There's your photo right there.
All those aren't matching pinks. They're just pink.
They're not. They're clashing pinks, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, none of this stuff goes together at all.
No.
All right, and there's the cat.
Okay.
Okay. He's definitely gonna need somebody to clean the house.
Yeah, he's only 20. Come on.
Okay. All right. All right. There we go. Here.
Well, she's got the Baudelaire cornrows. Maybe she's got some copper coated in her. Besides,
she's not too short either, because you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's 6'2", so she's got to be about 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah. So if they do produce a little one, maybe that'll be the GOAT.
Okay.
Rumored to be an item after they were spotted together during the Paris Olympics as they supported 39-year-old LeBron over there. Whitefield, who attended the same high school as Bronny in L.A. Before he spent a single year at USC.
Uh-huh.
That's probably the reason he didn't get with Juju Watkins.
Yeah.
maybe she broke them up, or maybe Juju is swinging for the same team. Yet to be.
Mm. Yeah. Come on.
I mean, it's possible.
It's possible, absolutely, but
All right,
she's
boyfriend day. I love you. Okay. I miss my baby. All right, enough of this. All right. Whitfield is the daughter of two actors. Her mom is Sally Richardson.
Oh, she is copper coated.
Sally Richardson's copper coated?
She's mixed with something, and her dad is black. DeAndre Whitfield.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, there it is. Her dad, Dondre, named like Dondre Whitfield. He's definitely copper colored.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So he's copper colored.
Yeah.
Sally Richardson's copper colored.
Oh, Sally Richardson's gorgeous.
She's a mulatto, ain't she?
I think she has some
Hispanic?
Yeah.
This girl looks white.
Well, I mean, her dad's pretty light skinned.
Okay.
And Sally Richardson, she's got some she got some melanin in her too. So I don't know what's going on.
I mean, my sister is looks pretty white, so I guess
Yeah.
I guess it can happen. All right, well, all right. Well, big ups, because because that being the case, because I didn't think LeBron's mom would.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're a long time Hollywood couple, and seem to be nice. They've been married, going together, working it out for a long time.
So she's from a 2-family household, so
yeah.
He's gonna mess around and end up married, bro.
Yeah. It's quite a possibility.
All right, she's not poor going to that fancy school he went to.
No, her mother is moved over to the directing side, and I think the dad is directing some too. So
Andre Whitfield, why can't I remember him? Andre,
man, what movies was he in? Played in some series. When you pull up his picture, you'll know who he is right away.
Yeah, I'm looking at him. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have a little mixture in his combination, a little dairy in here, but
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Little cowboy. I know him. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, is he from UK?
Okay. Nah, I think he's American born, I believe.
Okay. And then Sally Richardson. See. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's copper colored.
Yeah.
That girl looks pink.
Yeah, well, hey, maybe she don't go out in the sun like mom does.
Daddy's maybe.
Mama's baby.
All right, U of M. If you ain't cheating,
You ain't trying.
Yeah. So Harbaugh, no wonder he left. I mean, go ahead, bro.
We knew why he was leaving because this investigation was coming, and he wasn't going to be able to coach last year. They were going to jump on it right away last year, but since he left, they took their time investigating the University of Michigan.
But why does he get to?
He's gone.
Why do they get to keep their championship, but UNLV and everybody loses theirs?
Because Harbaugh was the coach.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that black guy had been coached. They took everything.
Yeah, I mean, they mess with the little league team from Chicago. Jackie Robinson West.
And they weren't cheating at all. They were just playing. They were doing it on the field. They just didn't live in the same housing project as the kids from the other teams that were able to, recruit players from an entire city or entire county and put together an all-star little league team. But our kids got to live in the same Robert Taylor Cabrini Green building to be considered not messing with the boundaries of Little League.
Yeah, regardless of where the rival gangs are coming from or what the situation is.
Or where the parents move, or grandparents or split families. They nobody understands that because they don't go through that in their communities. Allegedly.
We had to move the boy out of here because they was on his ass, and we had to get him on a different neighborhood or whatever.
I'm just trying to get him to a better damn school.
Yeah.
So he's out in the suburbs now, but these kids have been playing together the entire year. So.
So you look at this guy, Connor Stallions.
Connor.
All right, he took the Tom Brady method, threw his phone in the pond.
I don't know what happened to him.
Michigan cheating investigation.
Was this before the investigation or when they asked for his phone? I mean, come on.
So he was a sign stealing leader. So he was stealing the signs. He's taking a page out of the Patriots book. It makes you wonder about these coaches that win all the time and they call them geniuses, because this is pretty consistent, ain't it?
Yeah, they're all stealing signs. They're gonna do have kids watching the other teams' practices. I mean, and these are the major schools that have the budget to get this done.
Pros too.
Yeah.
The NCAA finalized and released its punishments for Michigan. The repercussions include a $20 million slap on the hand fine of the university, a 10-year show cause penalty for former head coach Jim Harbaugh, and an 8-year show cause penalty for supposed ringleader Connor Stallions. He's the fall guy. All right. 74-page report details the Stallions' advanced scouting scheme, describing how the now 30-year-old would obtain video of opponents' sidelines through a network of individuals. The report also states that Stallions' conduct following his separation from the Wolverines hindered the enforcement staff's investigative efforts in numerous ways, including throwing his phone in a pond. I thought they still could have access to all this information. I thought it was up in the cloud. It's 2025.
Allegedly, he didn't put it in the cloud. It was just contained on the phone, and he left Michigan, so they really didn't have any jurisdiction over him and his phone. They were going to have to subpoena all these records. And once the phone allegedly is at the bottom of the pond in a million pieces, there's not much they can do. Just go on.
So when he deletes the picture, it goes in the cloud. If he doesn't delete it, it just stays on the phone. Why wouldn't he just delete the picture? Why does he got to throw his phone away?
Maybe he had a burner in addition to his real phone, and
probably did have a burner.
Yeah.
November 9th, recorded phone call. So he took the Deion Thomas. He got on the phone talking about it. Between Stallions and student athlete 1. Whenever they use that means he's the snitch. Stallions told him that his personal phone was shattered in 1,000 pieces under a pond. Stallions also said they don't have hard drives of the film. My film is in the bottom of the pond. When asked about those comments during the hearing, Drop Dead Gorgeous Stallions admitted that he disposed of his phone in the pond. Specifically, Stallions stated that he received significant backlash and threats after the scouting scheme became public. Stallions said that the comments had a significant impact on his mental health, so he got a new number and got rid of the phone and moved on. This guy.
Well, he probably, knowing that he was cheating and
piece of shit.
This could possibly come to an investigation. He might not have been downloading that information or anything, or just making videos for them to steal the signs weekly.
If they're stealing signs, they should not be national champions, bro.
No, take it away from them. Absolutely.
It should be stripped from them.
Yeah. But they didn't take the Super Bowl championship away from the Patriots. They didn't take the World Series away from the Astros.
But they took the Fab Fives chip away from them.
Yeah, what color are they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And kids over here.
Same university. Same university.
Same university. Kids over here on the South Side just playing baseball in a park with no bathrooms. We got to use porta potties. Yeah, they took their championship away too, because why? They're copper coated.
Right. And then, so if anybody's going to say, well, Michigan's got the boosters and blah, blah, blah. No, they same university. They stripped the 5-5. And why did they strip the 5-5? Somebody got a blazer? I mean, what was that all about? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's something about the money they were taking or receiving, and
The NIL money they were
yeah,
getting.
and somebody snitched, and you know, I mean, they didn't win anything, so I don't know what they took away. They took away their season. That's what they took away. They lost in the championship twice.
Yeah. So they never won. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Listen to this. So we always comment on how they call these team owners. And then I've been commenting, Ace, on how the narrative became, and he gave Ace, and they gave Ace $20 million. You know, it's like somebody saying your job is giving you money. I take offense to that.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm there every day putting in work.
Yeah, they're paying you. They're not giving you money. If they're giving Deion Sanders this money, I should be able to walk up to him and say, "Hey, man, give me 20 million or whatever the case might be."
Right.
Right?
They're not giving them a damn thing. He's a line item on their payroll, and they're paying taxes, and they got to report this to the government, and blah 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 and blah blah. Skip. They're not giving them a damn thing.
Yeah, but everyone talks like that now. But here we go.
The Cowboys. What was your next biggest purchase after that?
Oh, well, I think Deion Sanders. Seriously. It was so big, I gave Deion more cash than I had when I bought the Cowboys. And that was just a couple of years later. Right before I gave him that money, Deion, I went back to my hometown and I walked around my neighborhood.
You about to talk about the lynching tree.
Yeah.
And I saw a tree that I'd knocked the bark off of when I was 9 and 10 in the old area that we used to play on the playground. Because then $1 was everything. And I thought, I'm fixing to give him almost $13 million.
Yeah.
And I walked.
Nothing about what he's given, what Deion is giving to him.
Bring you a world championship. Yeah.
And all the jersey sales and ticket sales.
Yeah.
Back to that old house, looked at it, looked around, those old houses that I knew better than my own name. That was then. This is now. I'm going for it.
I love it.
So I paid him his money, and in my mind, he contributed mightily to a Super Bowl.
Oh, he did.
Finally said paid him.
Mm-hmm. No, he's probably thinking about when he was standing there when the kids couldn't go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was. That nigga wouldn't even been allowed. Should I give him this money?
Right.
All his old poor friends and shit.
You finna get that. How much money? I'm trying to win a championship. Well, it's your decision, but you know how we feel around her.
Kodak Black has a line in one of his raps where he says something to the effect of, I never gave you more money than you brought in. Do you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And these guys should be saying the same shit.
For sure. For sure. They bought these teams for man, and when Jerry Jones bought that team, it couldn't have been worth more than 20 million.
He said it was less than 20 million, right?
Yeah.
And it was already America's team.
Yeah. Now it's worth, you can sell that team for about $10-15 billion.
Yeah, they said it's 10 billion is the highest rated. He could probably get 12 billion for it, you know? Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
But the fact that he says Deion Sanders was his biggest purchase.
I bought him for $13 million. I don't want to spend him, but if you want a good buck, you got to spend the money. And I spent it.
I went back to that lynching tree where we used to tie him up against the tree and throw rocks at him. BBs at him, and the bark was coming off the tree. That's what he went back to.
We don't know what's in his heart.
Yeah, we don't know what's in his heart, but that's the owner.
Yeah. The owner of the Cowboys.
That's the owner. They asked that man, what is your biggest purchase outside of the Cowboys? And he said a black man.
2025. Not a house or a plane, a car or a mansion or a company. his biggest purchase was Deion Sanders. That's what he said out of his own mouth.
Yeah, but he's old. He's supposed to be out the pasture by now, but they don't know how to sit down.
Are you kidding me? He's running the NFL. Anytime they have an owners meeting, he's the one guiding the votes. Well, we're talking about more black, more a black owner and copper coated owner in the NFL. He's the one guiding the votes, and he's still talking about buying a player back 30 years ago.
Yeah, and I gave him. Bro, you were in a negotiation, and if you didn't give it to him, quote unquote, guess what? Somebody else was going to give it to him.
Absolutely.
And he was probably underpaid. Deion is one of one. He's the best ever to do it. That guy was returning punts, kickoffs, interceptions, all for touchdowns.
And you put him out there against Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't have anybody for that before he got there.
Well, they needed him. That's the Deion, man. When he went someplace, he got your chips.
Yeah.
All right. Appeals court agrees the league can be put on trial over claims copper-colored coaches face discrimination. It's amazing that this guy is suing McDonald's and still works for one of the franchises. The NFL can be put on trial over claims that Brian Flores and other copper-colored coaches face discrimination. A federal appeals court ruled Thursday, rejecting the league's attempt to force Flores into arbitration. He better not send us to the Supreme Court right now because I don't know if they're going to, it's a DEI thing with the Trump court.
Yeah, I looked him up. I looked up his family and his roots. His family are immigrants from Honduras. His mother and father are from Honduras.
Tether.
And he grew up in Brooklyn.
Yeah, tether. Yep. All right. See, they're throwing us all in the same boat. All right. The second U.S. Court of Appeals in Manhattan upheld Judge Valerie Caproni's ruling that does that end in a vowel? That ends in a vowel. Caproni.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That Flores can proceed with claims against the league. The Broncos, the Giants, and the Texans. Okay. And he's been contractually provides no independent forum, no bilateral dispute resolution, no procedure. Instead, it offends basic presumptions of our arbitration jurisprudence by forcing claims to be decided by the NFL's principal executive officer. NFL spokesperson Brian McCarthy, we respectfully disagree with the panel's ruling
and we're
seeking further review. Messages for comments were sent. So Flores sued and said the league is rife with racism. Two other coaches later joined the lawsuit. I wonder if that's Bieniemy. He should be part of it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't he?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely. After filing a lawsuit, Flores said he believed he was risking the coaching career he loves by suing the league, but he said it's worth it for generations to come. He's currently the defensive coordinator. He'd be a hot, sexy name. Can you imagine if he was blonde-haired and blue-eyed?
Yeah, man.
Blonde-haired and blue-eyed. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
The way they'd be calling him, how much of a genius this guy would be?
Yeah, he sued the corporation, the Shield. So.
Yeah, but even if he hadn't sued the Shield, if the guy was blonde-haired and blue-eyed, he wouldn't have had to sue the Shield. Because it would have been a hot, sexy new name, and he would have had a head coaching job.
Yeah, they have a team somewhere already because they still can't figure out his damn defenses.
They can't. That descriptions a long history of systematic discrimination towards black players, coaches, and managers. Yeah, so if I was the league, I'd be like, although the clear majority of professional players are black, I'd come out and I'd pull a Donald Trump and be like, but this guy's a tether.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they can't do that. They should have gave him a job and settled up and got this squared away a long time ago.
You're saying gave him a job, a shit job that he was going to be set up to fail in, and then Yeah.
Made him manager of the Cleveland Browns or something.
And even when they get the jobs, the copper colors, they underpay them.
Yeah, and they've only got 1 year to prove themselves.
Yeah. 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah, he's a son of immigrant parents from Honduras. They moved to Brooklyn. His mother was a stay-at-home mom, and his father was a merchant marine. So, she took care of the duties of taking care of the
what
kids.
is a merchant marine? A U.S. Marine?
No, it's a marine. He's out there looking for merchandise as a marine out on the waters. So I don't know. I don't know what a merchant marine does. It sounds like a fisherman to me, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What is a merchant?
Yeah, but he went to grew up in Brooklyn, went to Poly Prep, and went on to college.
Fleet of commercial ships and the mariners who operate them engaged in the transportation of goods and passengers by sea. Yeah, he's probably bringing in illegals.
You can't say that.
And drugs. All right, you guys want to live in your fantasy world. You live in your fantasy world, all right?
He's bringing in merchandise. Merchant.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Crack. You know what I'm saying?
That was the U.S. government. That wasn't a merchant marine.
These vessels are not part of a country's navy, but are crucial for trade, both domestically and internationally, and can be called upon to support military operations in times of war.
Okay. Well, yeah, he was bringing in crack.
Mariners are trained and licensed by the Coast Guard and work in various roles on the ships, including officers like captains, engineers. Yeah, so he was working there. So whatever was going on, he might not have,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He just knew they had cargo.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Stay at home mom from the Honduras. Did they come into this country legally or illegally? They don't talk about it.
Yeah, they don't talk about that, but it sounded like they came in legally.
Yeah, of course it sounds like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might have. I mean,
if they came here illegally, I'm sure the NFL would have investigated that and put it out there on TMZ that,
You think so?
Yeah, his parents were here illegally, and unfortunately, he was here. He was born here, and yeah, the Shield is come on, man. Especially when it comes to lawsuits.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll scare the shit out of you. Investigators following him around everywhere he goes.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that.
We're still talking about CTE.
What's up, y'all, Marcel?
Still talking about what?
They want to admit to CTE.
Oh no, they'll never admit to that. That's going to cost them too much money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because if they cared, everybody would be wearing the Gazoo helmet.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be mandatory.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus.
Marcellus, fair use.
Mm-hmm.
So when Stefanski didn't mention
Shedeur.
Yeah. He comes out in support of Stefanski.
What?
Yeah.
Well, he's a plant.
Yeah, he's from Compton, and then he went to an Ivy League school, one of the ones you've never heard of.
Yeah.
And but supposed got in on academic stuff, like athletics, but academics. Like he wasn't an idiot.
That don't mean he's not a plant. I mean, they took him off the big network and they said, "Hey, we're going to give you a podcast to make you a plant."
Oh, it's more likely he's a plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Now, what I love is my man right here getting therapy right
He was probably a plant when he was in the league.
Yeah.
now. Y'all ain't see the electric stem on the leg right now.
There's a ton to teach on.
That. Okay, I understand what y'all are saying. Where's the Shedeur mention? You talking about special teams and defense. You singled out somebody on defense. And then you talk about the offense, just no giveaways. Shedeur was the starter for most of that game. He can't get no love? Okay, so that turns into articles written like this. Okay. Right? A lot of people were taking notice of that. And then his press conference, He doesn't mean this, but I don't care. He means I can't influence them. So therefore, I just got to take what they give me, right? I get it. Totally. Now, let's get into this for real. This is going to be a deeper dive. Every dollar helps unlock potential. Whereas we know Shedeur is starting. We know Shedeur is getting all this attention. Coach knows this as well, but I'm not getting caught in that hype, so I'm not going to coach in that hype. So a football coach thinks like you're supposed to think when you get in the weight room. How do you get bigger and stronger? You actually tear down your muscles. You actually break down your muscles, and then they repair themselves stronger. Yeah. That's how it goes. You tear muscle fibers, and then you recover, and the next thing you know, you get bigger and stronger. Same thing with a football team. You actually break down players. You break them down through analysis, and you break them down in terms of their mentality.
He's what do you call that? Syndrome? When you
Stockholm.
Yeah, classic. What was her name? Patty something? Patty Hearst syndrome?
Patty
whatever.
Hearst. Yeah.
He sounds like a little Karen that's been abducted.
He sounds like Big Dennis Allen is what he sounded like.
Yeah. Dennis Allen would love to make him a linebackers coach or have him on the staff talking to colors like this, wouldn't he?
Oh
yeah.
You break them down and to get a seat.
He wouldn't even have to talk to the players. Yeah? Coach Marcellus is going to take us out. Listen to him.
He can get away with it too because he's copper color.
See how tough they are? You just tear them down and see how they build themselves up stronger. That's why we got to go through training camp. Nobody want to go through training camp, not a single.
But he didn't tear down all those other players he was just praising.
No, and they're in the same damn training camp.
Right. Yeah. Same football team.
Soul, but we got to get broke down to build ourselves up stronger. So I understand what he was doing. I'm not about to come out here praising no dude. Why? Especially that dude. Why not that dude? Well, had to turn my light on. Why not that dude? Because he's a fifth rounder. And fifth rounders don't get praise easy. It's not going to come easy to you, fifth rounder. Just like making this team ain't going to come easy to you, fifth rounder. So look, Mr.
You're going to tear down the fifth rounder, but you're not going to tear down the fancy first rounder.
Yeah.
Fifth rounder's already been torn down by being drafted in the fifth round.
I want to talk about the hole that these Browns are painting themselves into, but go ahead, let them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be there. All right.
Fifth rounder. I know you're famous. I know you're a star. You're a top 10 star in our league already. That ain't got nothing to do with me. NFL, not for long. So you're fourth on our depth chart. This is just real talk. Beat it up in the comments. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but this is the medicine you need and the candy I'm giving you. He's a fourth on the depth chart, fifth rounder, fourth on the depth chart, and fifth on our debt chart. You know what a debt chart is? So I can finish. You can say hi to everybody. Pause. Fifth rounder, who is fourth on the depth chart, who is fifth on the debt. You really are. So people are like, why didn't you still give him props? He balled. Give him props. Because I'm going to tell you, to give him props in that moment, as much as it could have built up Shedeur, which I don't think it does because he's not lacking any confidence, it actually tears down, in a way, Pickett and Gabriel, that is not constructive.
Why? This is why he's Booger of the Week.
My gosh. Yeah, he tears down the drop dead gorgeous hurt quarterback, and the guy that says he shouldn't be. The other guy who said he shouldn't be. They should say he shouldn't be in the NFL.
There's down the poor guys who get all the privilege in America and been getting it their whole life.
All the reps. Yeah,
that is not constructive. Why? Because they ain't had a chance to play yet. So pumping up Shedeur makes it seem like, oh, he's doing something that they haven't done, and he's like, all I want them to know is y'all gonna have to earn it. Shedeur got a chance, and he took advantage of it. He's supposed to, right? What did Chris Rock say? You're supposed to go out there and play well. You're supposed to be a father. You're supposed to take care of your kids. You're supposed.
And I hated that Chris Rock. I hated that particular Chris Rock thing. That's when I stopped fucking with Chris Rock because he went out there and perpetuated a whole lot of stereotypes about black people and black men, and went up there cooning in front of the world. You're supposed to be a father. You know what I mean? And put it all on black men.
Yeah. When these drop dead gorgeous guys been leaving their families and having mistresses and having outside kids and leaving kids and
Yeah.
destroying families and destroying white families, black families, all kind of families for years.
The stats show that black men are the most attentive fathers.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know that.
We did show on it on Self Love Show.
Yeah.
Broke it down. Hispanic men are second.
No, not when you're talking through the plant.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
You know, he was cooning at that Ivy League school, wasn't he?
I'm gonna change your name to Booger. Booger 2.
Yeah, he needs a name like that. We got to come up with something for this guy.
Bucky. No, Bucky, that's Deion Jr.'s name. No, it's something like Pookie. Well, you could be a Pookie.
Yeah, he could be a Pookie.
Supposed to do well, Shedeur.
Cooney Wireless.
But these other kids are hurt, hamstrings. They ain't played yet. So I don't want to make it seem like they haven't done something.
They haven't.
Because they got to go out there and do it.
Right. And Gilbert's not a kid, whatever his name is.
And then we're going to go from there. Hold on 1 second. This girl turning off lights.
Yeah.
Stefanski. And this is the reason I think everybody's picking up on that he's trying to break in Shedeur in terms of his confidence. He's
break him.
That's what you just said, you son of a gun.
Right. That's what you
gotta break him.
But then he said confidence. So he's
trying to break Shedeur in terms of his personality because he got cocky tendencies. Let's call them cocky tendencies, right? You get enough attention, Shedeur. Why in the hell I got to give you attention? That kind of stuff we reading from him, right? That's real. And look, these cocky tendencies, these things that people say, oh, that's just who he is. He's unapologetic, whatever you want to say.
So he's got cooning tendencies. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we don't know what's in his heart.
Well, I know. Well, no, we don't know what's in his heart, but we can tell what's in his pocketbook.
See, back there, Compton to Columbia. That's the Ivy League school he went to, Columbia. Good school.
Let me tell you what the NFL coach is seeing. He's like, dude, this is what the NFL scouts, coaches, personnel are seeing. I know a lot of people say it's a conspiracy. I'm just going to tell you what they're thinking. Dog, how in the hell are you legendary before you even get drafted? Okay, so when you legendary before you get drafted,
So these grown men
are worried about this kid's marketing.
Why did they draft him?
Yeah.
Why would they draft him? He should have been an undrafted free agent.
Right. Let him go.
Yeah. If they felt this strongly about it, why did they draft him?
How bad his talent was, and he shouldn't be in the league.
Yeah.
Let him go undrafted like his brother did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm about to do is fan the flame of you thinking you legendary. And a lot of people in the NFL circles are still sitting there like, this Shedeur, humble Shedeur, I don't know about that. How long is this gonna last? How long he gonna hold his breath underwater, right? This ain't who he really is. He just trying to play that role right now because he got humbled. Well, everybody who gets humbled does play that role. But who are you really? Like in success.
I don't think he likes Shedeur.
I don't think he likes black people, copper-colored people, or anybody with any kind of skin tone other than drop-dead gorgeous. Are you kidding me? What is maybe Prime slapped him or something, or took his girlfriend back in the day. Yeah. We got to investigate.
If I do give you congratulations, if I
think
do,
he's got a copper-colored wife. We're gonna look that up.
Do give you the keys. How you gonna drive then? You gonna drive safely like you are right now?
Kids look
10-2, or you gonna go back to the pinky on the wheel like I'm legendary? Coach Stefanski knows that, and he's trying to make sure he tempers that. Right? Bring it down a notch. Let's just watch you in success and in failure to see who you really gonna be for these Cleveland Browns. Another thing that hasn't left everybody's mindset, an NFL mindset. Think about it. I know y'all don't think the same way because y'all fans or viewers, but in the NFL, when Shedeur had that beef with Cam Newton, that rubbed a lot of NFL people the wrong way, including me. But I ain't the one.
I put money. She's a tether.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm making decisions. People who are making decisions like, that's how we respect our elders. That's how we respect our greats. Cam Newton, say what you want about him. I don't want to hear about his content. I don't want to hear about he didn't jump on no fumble. I want to hear you say that's an NFL MVP. You better respect that man. You better put some respect on his name. And when that went, I'm just letting you know, these are all the little nuggets that add up to one big boulder, which is why you see Coach Stefanski.
Yeah, Vancouver, Canada.
Glaring omission of Shedeur Sanders. Another thing
It was
is,
Columbia also.
if you play in a preseason game and you ball out, the last
Probably one of the ones that don't like foundationally black Americans.
Well, you know who he was hanging with in Columbia.
thing we want to do, if you're Kevin Stefanski, and in a moment I don't think he even knew this. He may have saw it live and in person. But when you're done with a preseason game and you just went through all what you went through, if you Shedeur Sanders, you shouldn't have a confrontation. You shouldn't have a conversation with a reporter saying, even though you were being nice and being respectful, but saying, why you only write bad stuff about me?
Why not?
This ain't the time.
Maybe he never saw this guy before, or he had a time to have a conversation with him.
And they said the reporter came up to him, bro. And Shedeur was just smiling and fucking with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they making it sound like Shedeur went looking for this guy, saw this guy. Why you writing bad stuff about me? No, it wasn't even like that. The reporter came up to him, talking to him, man. They were having a friendly conversation, bro.
And I'm pretty sure Shedeur can give a damn what this guy is saying about him or his career or his playing ability, because it all comes out on the field. You know, whether this guy's at Starbucks or sitting outside the local high school looking for a girlfriend or something. You know, whatever he says is on him and his story, and Shedeur is out there doing it on the field.
And if Deion wasn't having these medical issues, physical issues, these clowns wouldn't be popping off like this.
Yeah, they're trying to kick everybody when the prime is down. Yeah.
First of all, you don't want the coaches, you don't want the team to know that you even paying attention to that stuff. Because guess what? They writing bad stuff about the team. They writing bad stuff about the coach. They writing bad stuff about all y'all. Now, some of you guys get more favorable attention. We get it. But everybody's got to deal with that smoke. Why you now in one game already confronting that smoke? That's not a good sign at all. Stefanski ain't stupid. He may not be the coach for the Cleveland Browns long. Y'all may not love him because, since his beginning in his first year or so, it's been downhill or roller coaster ride, whatever you want to say. These are the elements to which he's trying to hold his team accountable, and these are the principles that he's going to either win with or lose with and be out of town with. That's what it is. So
he's been losing with.
Let's talk about this, and I'll get you guys out of here. Remember in that game, this is something that coaches understand. And Shedeur even said it. I got a C+ for my grade. I gave him a B- before the game. I was like, I think he's going to play B-.
Before the game.
You've never seen this kid play down, and he wasn't even get first team reps.
Before the game, you giving him a grade, bro.
You gave him a B-?
That's like me being a teacher. Look, kid, I'm giving you a B- before you even take this damn test. Now, you prove me wrong.
You can take it. It's up to you, but you're gonna get a B-.
I'm gonna tear you down.
It's the best you can do.
Yeah.
He says C+. He's being hard on himself, but I get where he's coming from. You know where he's coming from? He left some plays out there on the field. You know who knows which plays he left out on the field? He does. Kevin Stefanski does. So I don't care. Sometimes, and this used to happen to me, used to happen to all of us. I do the wrong thing on the blitz and get a sack. I'm dead.
All right, I've heard enough of him.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach Prime invited him to a game in Colorado, and I think he's butthurt over it. So he's going to attack his son like any drop dead gorgeous commentator podcaster would.
Yeah, I think his wife is probably a Shedeur fan. I mean, a Deion fan growing up.
Yeah, and his wife is a Shedeur fan now. So he decided to go out there, and she's probably got a jersey in the closet or something that she's going to wear on Sundays. Cocksucker.
Yeah, but there's a lot of those tethers that just have an assumption, what do you call it, a predisposition, a prejudice about. They lap up all the shit the media puts in about foundationally African American people, right? And I don't know her personally, but she could be one of those.
We haven't heard her speak, but we heard her husband speak, and he's a clown.
Yeah, she could be one of those. I'm just saying, he married a tether. He didn't marry a homegirl from Compton. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And take her on that ride with him to Columbia and all that.
Yeah.
He went and to each his own, but he went out there and he found a tether because there's something in him where he doesn't like his own mom. And with the last name Wiley,
Hmm.
my spidey senses are tingling. He's probably a tether his damn self.
Probably. Gotta look him up.
Yeah. Karen, we're going to look him up. Where?
Come from Compton to go to Columbia. And you went to Columbia and played football. So
Mm-hmm.
nobody was looking for you to be an athlete at Columbia, except for, you were the best of those Ivy League players out there, and it worked out that you made it to the NFL. But yeah. You're coming out of Compton, if you're not recruited by UCLA, Stanford, USC. I'm sure you wanted to get out of California, but to go all the way to Columbia, passing over the whole country, Northwestern.
And they said he went to high school in Santa Monica. So he's raised in Compton. But
Yeah.
track and athlete to the fancy Santa Monica school. So
okay. Yeah, I get it now.
So he's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the self-hate came from.
Yeah. You can't make it going to Compton High.
His mother Joyce is from LA and his father is from Compton. All right. So
Okay.
he's third generation minimum. Just that name Wiley. I haven't met too many cops that last name.
I haven't met any.
That's what I'm saying. But he's probably third generation, but I don't know. We can't prove it. But big ups to him and his family. He's making a way for himself. Shedeur, speaking of Shedeur,
Yeah.
his jersey sales, well, everybody's showing hatred about him.
Why you always hating on me?
Yeah. All right, we're going to get this out here.
I'll talk about this Cleveland Browns organization.
Commission $14 million.
Close up.
$250 million in rookie jersey sales for Shedeur Sanders, which means he's going to commission $14 million. He only made $4.6 million from his rookie contract. So he's already made more than most second, third, whatever rounders. This is a sign for anybody out there that feels like they've been done wrong.
Same thing they tried to do to Kyrie, and all he did was make more money.
You are always going to end up on the right side if you are a good person. Shedeur has been doing nothing but keeping quiet, working, minding his business, driving the speed limit, hopefully, and doing everything he needs to do to prepare.
Well, we said none of these, they shouldn't even be driving, but that's another story. We said that, didn't we?
We got to get this damn
business off the ground.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We'll absorb all your risk. You know what I mean? You got unnecessary freaking risk.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you driving 100? I know everybody's car can go 100 miles an hour, but there's no reason to do it.
No reason to even be driving. I mean, they got Uber Black. You know what I mean? They
can put this in their contracts.
Sure could.
As far as having a car service or driving service.
The agent should have it in their contract.
Yeah.
Agents pitching them. The agent should be like, and you'll never have to pay for a black car again.
Yeah.
You don't want you driving, son, until you're 25 and you got some maturity behind yourself because you're worth too much money and people will see you in the car and then cut you off so you can rear end them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I used to see Michael Jeffrey Jordan driving down 57, holding up traffic because everybody's converging on his car. Like, man, there's a Lamborghini driving down 57
with Air 23 on the
back. Yeah. So he's slowing down traffic. I mean, it wasn't as litigious of a society back then,
right?
But now, they'd be banging into his damn car. Yeah.
Just to get an autograph.
Yeah.
I saw Pip when I was on the Kennedy one, spare pass, Fear 33 on his plates. He was on the shoulder. Yeah. In like a Ferrari or a Lambo. Yeah.
For this upcoming season. And the people have decided that he deserves to be on top. If public opinion is everything, this just told you everything that you need to know. Because the NFL can punish you for public opinion, but they won't reward you for it.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't matter. Let this be a lesson. What's for you is going to always be for you.
All right. So I know you've got something up your craw. But yeah, man, big ups to all the copper codeds and even the non-copper codeds who's supporting that brother by buying that jersey. You know what I'm saying? And he got some more. He got the bag in his pocket.
Yeah.
He just keep getting money, huh?
Yeah. Well, there's a movement to buy his NIL jerseys, his Jackson State jerseys, and his Colorado jerseys. Since the Shield colluded to draft him in the 5th round, send that money directly to the college campuses so they can benefit as well as Shedeur versus the Shield, raking in $240 million and him being rewarded with $14 million.
Yeah, was that like 6 or 7%, 6.5%
of these jerseys that'll be made in shithole countries and shipped over here for pennies on the dollar. For the
it's like signing a 360 deal, huh? I mean, I mean, at least he got something, but 6%.
Yeah, but I mean, because coming in, they like image and likeness. It's a standard, probably Players Association number contract deal.
They didn't used to get nothing,
right? So now they're getting pennies, and they're not expecting to make XYZ amount of money coming into the league. But here,
unless you're MVP or something. But go ahead, yeah.
Here this kid comes in and everybody believes in his story, and everybody knows what happened to him, and everybody knows what was done to him. So he's got the most popular jersey in the NFL right now. And even though he's got the most popular jersey, the highly coveted jersey, it still only nets him $14 million versus the 200+ million that the owners and the team and the Shield is making off of him.
And I still feel like had Deion let him go to a traditionally white college with a traditionally white college coach, he wouldn't have slid further than the 2nd round.
No, he wouldn't have slid anywhere. He'd have been right behind Cam Ward, or in front of Cam Ward, actually, if he'd have went to a PWI.
Yeah, and he definitely would have gone ahead of Dillon and Gabriel. They're trying to send a message, subliminal message. Don't you be going to those black colleges. Don't be trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Keep going the way we got this set up for y'all.
For sure.
But go ahead. Go ahead. You got something up your craw?
I'm just making a point of
Karen. I want to see his big lips. Give him a close up here. Thanks, Karen.
It's Kevin Stefanski and his team, and how he's not congratulating this young man on going out there with no first team reps and ripping up, this preseason game. Yes, it's preseason. Yes, the defense is vanilla, but he's coming from 0 reps with the first team, playing against the other team's first team defense, and going out there balling out. Cleveland, you're paying yourself into a corner with all the quarterbacks you have on your roster. You have Handy J. You have Joe Flacco. You have Shedeur. You have Dillon Gabriel. You have Pickett. And I think I heard they just signed another damn quarterback, Tyrone Huntley, to the team. So what are you going to do when cut down day comes next damn week? You can't put Shedeur on the practice squad because that leaves him as bait, free game for any other team in the NFL. And all those teams that lied and said, they weren't interested in the beginning, whoever is first on the wire to get him, they're going to go grab him. You can't put him.
It'd be the Rams, and then they can give the credit to that smart coach over there. And give him the credit for turning Shedeur around, because the Rams got their back. The back is hurt. But go ahead.
Oh, drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
So and What are you going to do with Handy J? You can put Handy J on the unable to perform list, the pup list. You got to keep Flacco. He's your top quarterback. Kenny Pickett, you traded for and brought him in. Are you going to cut him? Dillon Gabriel's a third-round pick. That's your third quarterback. Most teams only keep two quarterbacks on their 53-man roster, and they hide somebody else on the damn practice squad, hoping that they never have to bring them up. But you got 5 damn quarterbacks. Now, you telling me you're going to put Shedeur on the practice squad? No. You're going to cut him? No. Dillon Gabriel, you're going to put on the practice squad? Dillon Gabriel, you're going to cut? So what is your plan? Smart owner, drop dead gorgeous owner, drop dead gorgeous coach that don't want to recognize this kid and his abilities, his ability to play quarterback at the NFL level. What is your next move? Because your move has to come within the next 2 weeks. Or what are you going to do with Shedeur Sanders? Yeah, you gave him a 4-year, $4 million garbage contract because he was a 5th-round pick. But now, what are you going to do? You can't hide him. He's out there. You tried to hide him. You didn't want to give him any reps.
And you making money off the jersey sales, too.
Yeah, they're making plenty of money. It's a business. Y'all ain't too far gone to see that. How many Dillon Gabriel jerseys have you sold? How many Kenny Pickett jerseys have you sold? How many Joe Flacco jerseys have you sold? Come on now. So we'll see where this leads in the next couple of weeks. And hopefully Shedeur gets to go wherever he needs to go to be whoever he needs to be.
Well, I'll say this, and great take. I'll just add, if they were smart, because they're looking like the Bears, how they messed up with Justin Fields, they should be praising Shedeur. I could care less about everybody's feelings. They should be supporting this young man and saying that's why we drafted him, because we knew he was this good, you know, and that way it increases his trade value so that potentially get something.
Yeah.
So this is just straight, I don't want to call it racism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the people in Cleveland seem to like him, even the white fans.
They don't love him. The whole league loves him. The whole league loves him. But, you know, Cleveland doesn't want to recognize his marketability, his playing ability. And, you know, I don't know what all these people got against prime time. The fact that you're willing to downplay a guy that sold $240 million worth of jerseys in 2-3 months.
For a 5th-round pick?
For a 5th-round pick. A 5th-round pick doesn't even get a jersey to sell. I mean, it might be on the teams or the league's website, but, you know, how many jerseys is most of these teams are people. You never see this guy. His jersey is for him. He doesn't have a jersey even to give away at a game because, hey, you got 3 jerseys. Actually, 2. You got the home jersey and the road jersey. And, you know, do your best with these. But there's no giving away jersey. You're a 5th-round pick. This kid sold $240 million worth of damn jerseys and made $14 million. And you painted yourself into a corner where he might not even be on your damn team.
Well, if they were going to consult with me, and I'd love to hear what you would do, I'm moving off Flacco. Ain't no future in that front. I'm moving off Handy J. I can put him on a pup list or whatever, like you said.
Yeah.
And I can go with 3 quarterbacks on my roster. I would actually put Pickett. I would probably put Pickett on a pup or on a practice squad, or I would go with 3 quarterbacks. In other words, I'm keeping Shedeur, Gabriel, and Kenny Pickett. It's simple for me. You know, you guys keep having this Flacco fantasy. They not, you know, they bringing in a veteran like, oh yeah, all we needed was a quarterback to get us there. Your defense is good, but it ain't that damn good.
No, you just gave Myles Garrett $40 million. So there's only going to be so many defense dollars to go around. Your defensive line dollars are gone.
So what are you doing? You keeping Flacco? Who you keeping?
What
would you tell them to do? They are in a quandary, but I mean, you got to make a decision, and that would be it. I would shock the world. Flacco's gone. Handy J's gone. Kenny Pickett mess around, be gone, and you know, and yeah, I just go with the rookies. You're in a rebuild.
You got to hire players. I'm Flacco's my quarterback. Start the season.
You'll keep a veteran over Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett's going on the pup list too. I don't know how many players you can put on there, but Or I'll have Gabriel go out there and fake an injury and put him on. Well, you can put him on the practice squad.
No, they're gonna pick him up. I'm gonna show you why. Let's. I don't know if you saw this, but they're trying to say he looked better than Shedeur. I'm not gonna agree with that.
He's out there with the ones.
Good fact. He's with the ones, and he's probably playing against the twos on defense. But nobody's acknowledging that because I can't imagine this was Philly's ones. Defensive ones.
Hell no.
Right.
He just won the Super Bowl.
See how he's holding that ball, though?
Yeah.
If Caleb or Shedeur held this ball, he's holding the ball too long. He's not getting it out quick.
Still struggling to find his spot, but he found a wide open.
Look at this pussy-ass tight ends, man.
Still struggling to
look. Watch him just go down like a little bitch.
find his
look.
Yeah, he wasn't even trying to chuckle.
spot, but
You bigger than that dude.
Yeah, give him the business. You trying to make a damn football team.
Man, I would have gave him a stiff arm and been running down the field. This dude got to stop me. The whole field's wide open.
There's nobody over there. If you give him a stiff arm to the helmet and knock him down, you got 20, 30 more yards. Yeah.
found a wide
Making business.
open receiver
It is preseason, though.
Yeah, that guy's
across the middle.
He's trying to make the damn team.
And his tight end, Blake Whiteheart.
A little bitty guy made the tackle.
Blake,
Ain't no way in hell. Why am I that big and I'm flopping when this dude?
yeah, Blake Whiteheart went straight down. You ever heard of him? He's trying to make the damn team. Chuck that dude and get you 20 more yards and get you some notoriety, get you some film out there saying that you want to play some football.
Yeah, I'd love to be in some of these film rooms watching the film with the team. They could just hire us, Ace. It's sure. What the hell is this guy doing? I don't know who he is.
Yeah, matter of fact, cut him.
You know,
Shotgun all the time. Is that the offense y'all running?
they're running it for him. I like to say right on time every time he gets it out.
Smart throw.
Uh-huh.
For another Browns first
I'm
down.
gonna say this multiple times. If the guys are open.
He's wide open. That was the play. It was a 3. It was a 3 yards they needed. He threw it 4.
Right, dude. Like, look, you bitch. Man, we're not paying you to go down. You're not a quarterback, man. Get as many yards as you can when you get the ball.
Well, plus, he's got his ones going against the 2s and 3s, so he's getting time.
Lots of it.
Mhm.
All right, see.
He's got all day.
This is like the Bears offense, all the receivers in the same damn place.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe Dick Enward or what's the guy they had last year? He's the coordinator over there. Quarterback.
Very good.
They all, look at this. Going against a man-to-man, they're all in the same place.
Yes. How can you succeed?
Is this a mix-up? Nobody's pressing this safety. Should somebody have been going deep? If two of these guys would have went somewhere else, one of these
this guy, the furthest guy, he got to go deep. If he makes a deep end cut past the
past the sticks,
yeah.
And this guy should be like in here somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe it was a design run.
Yeah, somebody got mixed up on the terminology. So because of that, look at this. He should have thrown that ball away.
And that's what it
Yeah. I mean, but who was he throwing to?
I don't know. Was he under some kind of pressure?
Nobody was over there.
has been very good.
Let's throw that as far as you can right out of bounds.
Yeah, and then snap on your offensive coordinator or the receiver.
Or pull it down and get you 3 yards. Let me see if he can get a few yards running.
Well, he could have attacked the line of scrimmage to make these guys have to declare, because when you look, that's just trash. This is a defensive end trying to guard him. So if he comes up like he's got some balls, you realize this guy can't guard him.
All you got to do is head to the sideline. It's 1st and 10. Nobody's over there looking at him.
Yeah.
Maybe those guys would have blocked for him.
But this is trash. The defensive end shouldn't be able to guard none of them.
No.
That's what he should be keying on and telling this motherfucker to do something.
Just stick. Stay right there.
Yeah, let's see what he does.
If he comes for me, you're wide open.
He should have stuck.
He was wide open.
Yeah, but he didn't present himself.
Yeah, I guess. You gave up on the play. I would have went and stuck that defensive end.
Yeah, he should have thrown it away, if anything. Yeah, he's got to do something. This bum's in no man's land. He's got. He should have been active. Like, give me the ball. This guy can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then watch.
And this one is picked up.
Business decision here. No heart.
Going back the other.
Look at this. No heart.
Way. Now it's okay.
It was a black guy with the big thighs. There was nothing he could do with him anyway.
Yeah. You got this dude up there too. Got to make that throw. This type of shit Caleb be doing. And y'all don't be saying shit about it.
Caleb's like
Jefferson.
He's got to make this. Just drop this in there.
His footwork's not good.
Yeah. Look, you got this set up. Just, man.
That guy's got to catch that ball.
But damn, look at
he's got to catch that ball.
He couldn't.
No.
Jefferson held it.
Look, he wasn't expecting. He threw a rocket. He barely got one hand on it.
Oh, damn it. You want to make this team or not?
Man, this dude's got to make just softly throw the fucking ball in there. Jerry Rice you're throwing to.
And whatever you got to do. The booger sugar, the salad sauce before the game.
Line of scrimmage.
All right. And so he had a pick six and he had a fumble that they lost.
Yeah,
and no touchdown passes.
Nobody showed the fumble. But he's one read against Vanilla.
One read Harry against second team Vanilla.
Yeah. You put him out there with some damn somebody game planning for his ass. No.
Yeah. Because he looked better there than he ever did in practice because he only had like a 50% completion percentage in their practices against the ones.
Yeah. So there's no way he's gonna get it done against Jalen Carter coming after him.
Well, a lot of the national media is saying that he looked good. Some of them have been suggesting that he looked better than Shedeur. So.
Absolutely, he's drop dead gorgeous. Yeah, he doesn't. He's not worried about the entertainers. He's a competitor.
Yeah, if Shedeur would have came out there and threw a pick six and held that ball and got fumbled,
they would have said cut him.
Yeah,
they'd have been calling for his head.
Yeah, and had no touchdown passes. Yeah. So then after the game, yes, he comes out there and says, I'm not an entertainer, I'm a competitor. And it seemed like a direct shot at Shedeur, bro, but then he came out later and said he was referring that to the media, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
And if he was referring to the media, why are you going after the media in your rookie year?
Right. Your first preseason game of your rookie year. I think Shedeur might have got him in the back and slapped him. And he was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. And then he wanted to come out and, I guess, troubleshoot the comment that he made. But come on. That was
an entertainer.
Yeah.
Football is an entertainment business. What do you think you're doing here, kids? Science? You think you're doing STEM?
Rocket science. He's gonna send the next space shuttle to the moon.
You know what I mean? You think you're a geologist? Like they'll tell you that's their business plan. They're an entertainment industry.
Yeah. But when you had to, he had to troubleshoot. He had to mask what he said because he's not used to being like, "Hey, the game's over. You're the quarterback of the game, starting quarterback. You got to speak to the media first, behind the head coach, or probably before the head coach. In some instances, it's a preseason game, so he just wasn't thinking, not media savvy, and I don't know what's in his heart, but there was no reason to come out and throw a teammate under the bus, especially somebody that's in the same room as you.
After you fumbled the ball and threw a pick six.
Right.
There's nothing worse a quarterback could do than throw a pick six, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially in preseason. Yeah, I mean there was
It's
nothing,
vanilla. Yeah,
it's vanilla, and there was nothing there. Throw the ball over their heads and right out of bounds. It was 1st and 10. He could have got 3 yards, and moved on to second down. But instead, the other team's high momming in the end zone because you threw a pick six, and there's nobody there to stop him because you threw it in the flats.
Well, had they drafted Shedeur in the 2nd round and this kid in the 5th round, it would be different.
Well, they would.
You know what I mean?
They would have drafted this kid if they drafted Shedeur when he was supposed to be drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they could have got one of these other bums off the damn heap, off of the players' heap.
You think we should package up Bilbo Bajan? They got the Bajan mania. You think we should send him over there to Sean McVay? Because they need a quarterback.
And who's going to be our 2? Who's going to be our 3?
Hey, man, listen. Yeah, I know you guys love Bajan.
I don't give a damn about Bajan.
Future.
If they're going to give us a better than a 6th round draft pick, ship him out of town today. But he knows the damn offense, and it looks like
go mix can of Garrett's popcorn, and I'd move Bajan out of here. But a Chicago mix, a can though. Not one of the large bags.
I get the large bag out of the airport, so I can.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you send him to McVay, like you said, for a 6th round pick. McVay might be giving up a 5th because, man, they need somebody, man, because porn star Jimmy Garoppolo ain't got it no more. I saw some highlights.
Yeah, he was done years ago.
Man, his arm is popcorn. And he's got a back. Why do you have a backup with a back for the starting quarterback with a back?
Yeah, he had a name. He's got a name. So he had a name. Their players. Listen, I have no sympathy for any NFL team. They all had the opportunity to get Shedeur Sanders out of the draft. They all colluded and said they didn't want him, say he wasn't.
Including the Bears.
Including the damn Bears, saying he wasn't NFL material. And Cleveland circled back and got him in the 5th damn round. But they all stated they didn't want him, and he wasn't good enough to play quarterback in the NFL. So anybody having quarterback problems can really kiss my ass because it's on them, and they had an opportunity to get a damn quarterback in the camp for cheap money and have him on his rookie deal and whatever.
Sell a bunch of jerseys.
Yeah, so. And I have no sympathy for none of these.
I would have glorified his dad. You know what I mean? Had him up in the press box with the GM.
And I could have got the squad or trying to make the damn team.
But your drop dead gorgeous head coach and Big Dick Dennis Allen, they didn't want to have anything to do with that.
You screw this up, then I can go find somebody else that want to coach my talent.
And we're going to get into pose with this whole left tackle debacle. That rhymes. But before we get there, it amazes me. This isn't from 2 years ago.
This week it'll be a full dose of everybody. I think we'll have a good picture of kind of where the offense is as far as growing and how Justin Fields is as far as adapting to this offense. It's a quarterback friendly offense, guys. Let's not make this thing out to be 5 wide receivers and 1,000 routes.
I mean,
what's
going on?
I mean, it's not Caleb's first year, so
why are they still talking about Justin Fields?
CTE, new genius, drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, he didn't look too good in his 2nd preseason game, JF1. I was like, oh boy. But everybody's not gonna have, every quarterback's gonna have a bad game. And I was thinking, like, if you're looking for Justin to have 17 great games, you're wrong.
And his team is built on defense
and running the ball, boy.
And running damn football. Now, once you get to the regular season and you got your defense humming and you got your running backs room running the ball, and
special teams is hitting.
Yeah, you got Justin running the ball, and you got Justin put in those positions where those downfield throws are wide open.
And you game planning.
Yeah. Some games is going to work. It's going to work like a charm. In some games, you're going to play a team that you're not going to be able to beat. And that's just, any given Sunday.
Yeah, Mahomes has had bad games.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got brilliant football mind. This is from air quotes. Ben Johnson, Coach BJ, he's going to link the football IQ to academia. So we don't know where his heart is, but we're investigating.
So you have talked a lot about processing and picking up the offense. I want to take more of a macro look because you give us a micro look every day when you talk to all the media that's up there. From a macro perspective, can you teach, whether it's Caleb or anyone else at that position, how to process, or that's an innate skill you're born with? How would you answer that?
Some guys pick it up faster than others. It's like anything. You're growing up in the schoolyard, and whether it's a sport or whether it's academic, some guys are more natural to learn things, and some guys are more natural to learn things. And some guys are more natural to learn things. Some guys can handle a little bit more than others.
All right, so as expected.
What does he mean by more natural to learn? What does he mean by that? This has been proven. This has been scientifically proven wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, where did he come from? South Dakota, Iowa, Idaho. Yeah.
Everywhere he was when I went through his history, he was never around any copper colors.
Yeah. So their mentality is low IQ. Can't process. Got to coach them up. Got to figure out what they can do best, as opposed to what we're gonna strip the playbook down and start from.
And you like how when they're surprised, don't you love when they're surprised when the black player is smart?
Yeah,
but they don't talk about that. Jerry Rice is able to pick up any playbook. Michael Jordan, smart. They said he wouldn't even have to see the play drawn up, knew everything that was going on.
Yeah.
Sanders knew everything that
greatness. You can be around a team, not even, let's say a month, but an entire OTAs and training camps, and mentally you can see who's going to get it done when the lights come on. Sometimes you got to wait for the games. But in practice and practice games, when the lights come on, you know who's going to perform, and you build your team and your offense and your strategy for the season based on your gamers. But just to come out and say he can't process, and we trying to teach him how to process and all this.
He said it took 2.5 years in Detroit to get that thing turned around offensively.
Yeah.
And their GM was hitting on every first and second round draft pick, where our GM is hit and miss. It's a crapshoot.
Well, I don't think they have the offense. They had the offense in Detroit that we got here. So I think he's just dealing with youth now. And he's trying to matriculate that youth into learning how to win NFL games. And it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time where he might have had more of a veteran quarterback.
He had a veteran quarterback, but he had young players. Remember them players, Amar, St. Brown, all them, they was draft pick.
Yeah, he went out and got him a David Montgomery, though.
Correct. That we gave up on.
Yeah. Yeah, he went out and got David Montgomery.
But he had a rookie running back too.
Yeah. Well, he had a Swift that he got rid of too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they the guy that they got rid of Swift for is a speed demon, super fast. So he had lightning and thunder between him and Montgomery, and I think that's something he's trying to repeat here, and he's just trying to figure out how he's going to get it done in an NFL game and in the process with his fingernail painting quarterback to win some football games in NFL Central.
And the fact that our media hasn't asked him one time, what's his take on David Montgomery? How do you feel about coaching David Montgomery? Is a slap in every Bears fan's face.
We're vanilla here, popcorn question media here. We're gonna ask the questions that endear the coach to us as he gets indoctrinated and being with the Chicago media. And then once he starts, shit starts going wrong, then we're gonna hammer his ass. Like, man, don't you think David Montgomery would be a better back here if he was still in Chicago?
Yeah, they do be asking setup questions. They ask you a question, boy, that seems unrelated to nothing in week one of the install.
Yeah.
By the end of the install, boy, they ask, but you said such and such and such and such and such.
Yeah, they're setting you up. You think they're setting you up to take care of you, but they're setting you up for later on in the season when they can roll that tape back. I'm like, remember when you said this, that, and the other, and he was going to do this, and these players going to do that? Yeah, well, that's Chicago for you.
Let's talk about your favorite GM in Bears history, Ryan Poles. Now,
the second.
Okay. Supposedly, the new offensive line coach, he's having issues, first of all, with Darnell Wright. He's allegedly Darnell wrong. Darnell Wright keeps having those false start penalties. And they said his motor, something going on with his motor.
I don't believe
it. Hey, I'm just saying. This is the guy we took over Jaden Carter.
Yeah, we knew that was a mistake. But Darnell Wright, they got him out there running pass drills against Montez Sweat. So, they're having fun.
Okay. I'm just saying. Now, and then you go and you take in the first round Colston Loveland, right? Yeah. Even if your Drop Dead Gorgeous new coach said, I want him. You knew you were having a left tackle issue. You knew that the veteran tackle you got out of the 5th round out of Wyoming State, wherever the fuck Braxton
Shedeur University.
Yeah, I played against nobody you. And self-proclaimed, I can't stop the bull rush, and I'm coming off an ankle that was shattered where I couldn't really get stronger in my base over the summer, over the off season, right? You knew you had that. So then you go out and you get Ozzie Trapillo, who the coaches raved about, GM raved about. He's big, he's long, same damn mistakes. The
mountain of a man. He's a mountain of a man.
Yeah, he's smart. He's getting everything right away. Now they're telling us basically he's a bum. He can't catch on that quick because he was a right tackle. So you draft a right tackle and say we're going to put him in competition on the left with Braxton, who's got a suspect ankle and can't stop the bull rush. And then we got Karam Ambajami, who's going to be in the mix. He wasn't even in there, to the point where now we got an undrafted guy from last year who didn't even play because he had injuries, looking like the best damn left tackle out of all of them. What's your take on this?
Yeah, it's your general manager and his ability to scout talent with chat GTP and figure it out based on him and Ian's and conversations and what's going on in the draft room. They knew they needed to upgrade the offensive line. They weren't able to find a left tackle in free agency to go.
The left tackle we wanted was off the board, bro. Left tackle and 3 tech. Come on, bro. He hasn't addressed it. Well, he went to free agency and got it, but I'm saying, but go ahead. They knew they needed a left tackle, but then we took Braxton Jones. We had the 2 first-round picks, and we took the receiver. You know what I mean? Why don't we just get a damn left fucking tackle? You got a generational quarterback.
Well, he's got a new contract. We're going to address that next year in the draft. Hopefully, a left tackle is sitting there for the
fall in our lap, and if not, we're going to get another nonsense player in the first round.
Then we're going to get another offensive star.
Or slot receiver, slot nickelback, or something like that.
Yeah, package up these guys and move up in the damn draft, or use the number 1 pick you got this year, which was 10, and maybe use the number 1 next year or 2, whatever the hell you can package up. And move up and get one of those 2 left tackles that went in the top 10.
And I don't want a guy who played right tackle, and I don't want a guy who had bum injury all last season. Right? I want a left tackle, bro.
Go get the guys that play left tackle. Unless you got a left-handed quarterback, then you can mess around on the right side. But we got a
You didn't want
right-hand
Michael
quarterback.
Penix, and he's flashing. By the way, they didn't want him.
No interest.
Since you went out and got Darnell Wright with all the money,
Mm-hmm.
you should have got a left-hand quarterback.
Yeah, no interest. But that's stuff you got to think. I don't know if ChatGPT says we went and got a damn right-hand quarterback, and we got a right tackle. We should have went and got a left-handed quarterback that was sitting there waiting for us. And
ChatGPT told him that winning is going to be the toughest thing that you're going to have to do as a GM.
Tough. Once we start winning, it's going to get tough around here.
I'm saying though, bro, like seriously, it's not working what he's doing. And everyone said, all right, this draft was great, and that's the new brain trust. They all, did this with polls. They held his hand.
Yeah.
They're all idiots. It's not working.
Well, that's Dizzo's guy, and your guy, polls y'all want to keep. But
no. I've been on Poe's ass since the draft. I was over him. I told y'all when he didn't take the 3-tech.
Yeah.
I was still with Ryan Poles. I smelled his shit then, and that was it.
Yeah.
There was nothing he can do after that. The Justin Fields thing, I that was almost it. And I even said that. I said, man, this quarterback better be generational, and he better bring his ass in here in his rookie season and get us to the playoffs.
No, we're trying to build a franchise. Our roster was shit. You got rid of Roquan Smith. You got rid of David Montgomery. You got rid of all the studs we had.
All the dogs. You kept Jalen Johnson. You kept him.
But now you want to go in free agency as opposed to doing what you told us you was going to do, which was build this team through the damn draft.
But he can't. He's got a blind spot with linemen, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
linemen. They got a blind spot with everybody.
But they all have this body type thing. And I get it. But if the guy can't play, the guy can't play.
Yeah, I mean, if that was the case, you can just go out and get a bunch of bodybuilders that can lift 1,000 pounds and put them out there and have them play football. But it don't work that way.
Yeah, it might work in high school and what's that, Pee Wee League. You know what I mean? Get
Pop
the
one
kid and put him on offense. Yeah, Pop Warner.
Yeah.
But it's not going to work in the NFL. The Grady Jarretts are going to go right around those guys.
Yeah. He's going to put a move on him, slap him right against his helmet, and kill that quarterback your generational quarterback that you got back there. Yeah.
Why would you as a GM get a generational quarterback, know your line was in shambles? I'm just asking, Ace.
Mm-hmm.
And every left tackle you get, which is probably the most important outside of center, we've had this debate. You fucked around with the center position for years. Why are you playing around flirting with the left tackle position? You guys were like, oh yeah, Braxton's okay. And I've been on his ass since the beginning. Like, no, that's not the position that you're experimenting on.
But he was okay because the whole line sucked. So yeah, you can go get a left tackle, but if the rest of the line is breaking down, what difference does it make? But he had the opportunity, but he wanted to go get this damn. We get paying a damn tight end $13 million. He wanted to go get this tight end, who's the next second coming of Greg Olsen or whatever the hell he's supposed to be.
Did you see he went viral? He sang the Mario song in the hazing.
Oh yeah,
hazing's okay as long as you're in the NFL.
Yeah, he's invited to the barbecue now, as they said.
To the picnic.
Yeah, I said, we don't call it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know what he's doing. So I mean, the left, he could have packaged that pickup, got one of those left tackles. I'm sure there were teams on the phone willing to make some moves. Or just trying to build for the next year's draft or shorter draft picks, or they salary cap is high. There was something that could have been done.
Bro, we had 3 second-round picks. Luther Burden, who I love. I mean, all right. We couldn't get a left tackle. Ozzie Chapio, who played right tackle. And damn it, Shamar Turner, a defensive tackle.
Does he play? Hopefully he plays tonight.
Yeah, he's back. But we out of one of those picks, we couldn't have gotten a left tackle. Is all I'm saying, bro. Even,
Man, we should have packaged that one of those picks with our first round pick
and moved up.
And moved up and got
the tackle. I
got
got
us
what
a
you're
left
saying.
tackle.
Got an all-pro type tackle that could have played 10, 12 years over there.
Yeah, whether he was going to start this year or not, but we wanted him to start. But you knew Braxton Jones was coming off a catastrophic injury to his ankle, and he can't stop the bull rush. You got the golf the golf partner's son, who hasn't
the big tether
hasn't shown me any damn thing. And
he's big, he's athletic.
Yeah, you got to do that in the game. That being big athletic during the damn game and block for the quarterback.
I hear you, bro.
And you had the opportunity to move up and get one of those guys. I think the second big left tackle went maybe
Armand Membu went seventh from Missouri to the Jets.
Yeah.
You saying we could have moved up and got him, and we could have got the Colston Loveland move next season.
Yeah.
Right? We could have got a fancy tight end next season, or in the second round, look for some damn tight ends.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was a luxury pick. When you got a tight end, you're paying $13 million damn dollars.
Yeah. So, all right. So the tackles that went, I don't know if this guy was a left tackle. Will Campbell, is he a left tackle? He got to be.
Yeah.
Football. Nobody's going to take him that early if he's a right tackle, except for Ryan fucking Poles.
Yeah, he's left tackle out of Texas. Yeah.
Okay. And the dude out of Missouri is no, he was out of LSU. Will Campbell.
Will Campbell?
Yeah.
Was the guy from
the Texas dude was Kevin Banks Jr.
Banks, yeah.
And he went ninth, and Colson went 10th. You're saying we could have moved up a spot like Philly does.
Yeah. And Banks grew up poor and needing the opportunity to help his family generationally.
Copper color?
Yeah. Playing down there in damn Texas in that damn heat. So he's in shape. And passed on him.
Well, my spidey senses are tingling. I think this coaching staff, they want all white offensive linemen. Because now they're on Darnell Wright's ass, who's never been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The occasional false start, you do it with that. And they hate Braxton, you know what I mean? And I think they want to all drop dead gorgeous offensive line.
And they know the other Karami's not going to be healthy till the middle of the season. So
they don't even want his black ass out there. They'd rather play the undrafted I'm telling you, bro.
Oh, the guy, the bald eagle, or the guy from
these guys, I'm telling you, bro. I've seen their type before. They're cool. They're white guys. They're not gonna come right out and call you N-word.
Yeah.
If you're productive, you'll play. But the first chance they get to get rid of your black ass, you out of there.
Yeah.
They got certain principles they believe in. White tight ends, white offensive linemen. You know what I mean? And they're gonna, damn it, they're gonna get that.
They're gonna get rid of Caleb if he doesn't get it done. Also,
yes, they're already lining that up.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm correct. Now, Josh Connolly Jr. out of Oregon. He was an offensive tackle. I don't know if he was right or left, but he went 29th. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. And,
Yeah, I was upset when Banks went because I wanted us to be able to grab him. Hopefully he fell to us, but he didn't. But he fell to a spot where we can get him.
Man, they would have pissed you off. Even if he had failed to us, they was going to take Colston Loveland.
Yeah, for sure.
Chat GTP. And they said your boy Banks has been doing good in camp.
Yeah, he's a
balling.
stud. He's a stud. He's a kid that understands the left tackle position. I think he started since he was a damn freshman at Texas, and he's humble. So he wants to get out there and get it done, and unfortunately, the Bears had no interest in moving it up.
One offensive tackle went to Minnesota. I heard he's been doing good. Arianto Ursary in the second round. He went number 16 in the second round. We had the 24th pick. Right. We're supposed to be moving up so we can get that player before Minnesota does.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we were getting more luxury players.
Yeah, because you went and got a stud defensive tackle in free agency. You could have packaged those picks up between Trapillo and Shamar Turner and moved up and got that guy. Got that left tackle. You already addressed most of your line in free agency before we got to the draft. So you should have been hammering to get whatever talent you could at left tackle position and make more competition in the room. But you bring in guys you cut last year back to the team, hoping that they can beat out Braxton Jones for his position.
Right. And we took Luther Burden with that 7th pick. Baller.
Yeah.
I think this guy gets carried away at the draft pick. At the draft, except for everybody but the dogs, but the future all pros.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody falls in his lap.
Yeah,
we'd have took Burden in the first round. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burden's balling though. But at the same time, he does this all the time. You brought in that veteran slot receiver who's balling too.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy out of Washington. Yeah.
Yeah, balling.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we double down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess he's a take the best player available guy, but I can't even say that because he didn't take the 3-tech.
He didn't take Jalen Carter, yeah.
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 I don't know, man.
Yeah, off the field issues.
So when is the Bills game? Did we miss that?
Bills game, they play tonight at 7 p.m. I got to go to the airport and pick up the missus. And I'm gonna miss the beginning of it, but you know.
So they said all the starters are playing, huh? I might watch that.
Yeah. They got to get them out there. Damn, shit. They're not playing next week, so when are they gonna play?
You gonna miss the beginning? You gonna record it?
Yeah, I'm gonna record. It's on NFL Network. It'll be playing all week.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. It ain't like you got to watch it live. It's just a preseason game.
It's preseason game. That's when she called me like, "You coming to pick me up?" I was like, "Yeah, the Bears are playing, but you know."
What she said? It's just preseason.
It's preseason,
right?
That's what I said.
But the Bears, bro, they said, bro, they was looking good. Now some of the media is still down on Caleb, but there's reports in the Bills practice in that Bills game. They said Caleb was 80%.
Yeah.
So he comes out and says his goal is 70%, and the media has been using that against him. Look, do y'all know what goal means?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm striving for that.
Something I'm trying to achieve. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say it was going to happen during the minicamp. So now they're like, your goal for Caleb is 70%. He's nowhere near that. And I expect my coach to push back, but they don't.
Yeah, we haven't played a game yet. It's preseason.
But they said your quarterback, bro, 80%. They said he was balling out. They said the defense was Brisker, my boy Brisker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sleep on Brisker. I got the number 9 jersey. Brisker balling, bro. Getting picks every game. He out there chirping.
Yeah,
He's a ma'am out there, bro.
Yeah, well, he always has been. You know, when he made the hit to put him out for the season last year, I was like, man, he made that guy reconsider whether he should be in the NFL.
Didn't he? He made him reconsider his career decisions. He sure did, bro. That guy didn't want the ball no more. Everything. You can take all that shit. He probably would have opened up his bum cheeks if he wasn't unconscious.
For sure. But the Stars got to play. The consensus from both dual practices between the Bills and who did they play last week? The Dolphins. That the defense was out there hitting them. One was out there, making it happen,
making plays.
Yeah. So hopefully we get to the beginning of the season healthy. After this game,
they picked off Josh Allen like 3 or 4 times in that practice. So that's what I'm saying, man. But if Caleb threw 3-4 picks, the media would have went crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's a football team, and I expect Dennis Allen's hands on his bucks that he's whipping into shape will be more prevalent for the Bears beginning
He's a
the
Buddy
season.
Ryan type, huh?
Yeah, beginning the season versus the offense learning Coach BJ's plays and tendencies, and getting over the mistakes that they're going to start the season with. So,
yeah, they love Dennis Allen, bro. The defense players, they love him, bro. They say they love his intensity. I guess they got tired of that piece of bread we had last.
vanilla bread pudding we was putting out there last year against teams. Like, yeah, we're gonna run that Tampa too. Yeah, we don't want them to throw the Hail Mary, but we'll let them get the damn 20 yards to get them closer to throw the Hail Mary. I mean, come on, man. We out here to play football.
We got to save our timeouts, because they don't carry over. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And when we get on the bus, we're going to call a timeout. Yeah. And we're going to talk to you guys. And, once we get on the plane, we're going to call another timeout to talk to you guys about what happened on, how we lost the game. And then we'll start practice next week with a timeout, and we'll go over what we need to do to use our timeouts better.
They said Caleb to Rome has been looking good. They said, okay, so they broke the huddle. DJ Moore and Roma Doomsday was having a conversation about who was lined up where, about they had a miscommunication on who was running which route. And DJ called a timeout. That's progress, Ace. I was looking for that last year. Like, if something's wrong, why ain't these players calling timeout? I know the coach said we don't want to waste our timeouts, but you're not wasting it.
Yeah, man, they're going into the damn end of the half with 3 timeouts. Yeah. They're into the game with 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
And we're not understanding what's going on the field. You got 8 damn captains. One of those captains got to say, hey, we need a tab out here.
Yeah. And so they called the timeout. It was a red zone play, and they came right back in. Same formation, touchdown. Because last year they wouldn't have called a timeout. It would have been a false start, delayed game.
They just been running right next to each other.
Yeah.
And then there would have been nobody open. And that's what it would have done with the last coaching regime and our 28 coaches.
Yeah.
And 15 captains. And no continuity or ability to figure out what the hell was going on the football field. Yeah,
Blues had to have mandated that nobody could call a timeout but him. Even the defensive coordinators wasn't calling. Nobody was calling timeout.
Yeah, well, who was the defensive coordinator? Who was the offensive coordinator?
Yeah. Shane Waldron.
All those guys were in fear for their jobs last year. So,
man, if your quarterback can't call timeout, there's a problem.
There's a big problem.
If the captain of your defense can't say, hold it, this shit ain't set up right.
Yeah.
There's a problem. That's what the timeout's for, especially when you're a growing, budding team, too.
Yeah.
It's those veteran teams that's been together forever that don't really blow timeouts because they've been in the system forever.
Yeah, and they can talk to each other when, they're not lined up right, or, they're not lined up right and they can't figure it out and get it done before the play starts. Timeout.
Right. That's what they're for.
But when you got a veteran team and you're lining up for defense and you get the call in and you're looking across, whoever's calling the defense is your middle linebacker, whoever, everybody's not lined up right, and you through your film study, what the hell the other team's about to run any damn way, and you're not in position to stop it. Timeout.
Delay a game, in my mind, because I played a lot of Tecmo Bowl in Madden. That's a sideline. That's on the sideline, bro.
Well, yeah, because the coach is right next to the damn official, or there's a coach next to the official, and he's versus the players, might be 5 yards away or whatever, and the official on the field is concentrating on what's going on in the field. Damn coach is standing next to the official. Time out.
Why am I watching the clock run down? Exactly, bro. And then they lose the 5 yards, and then the coach is mad at the quarterback and the team. Well, you call a timeout, and then you cuss their ass out. You know what I'm saying? That's what Mike Dicker used to do. But you can't lose the 5 yards.
You can't lose it. You can't. It's catastrophic to what you're trying to do on the field. Football is a game of inches. Now you're finna lose 5 damn yards and a critical point of the game.
And our dumb media, the meatheads, they'll come out and blame our quarterbacks for that. It goes hand in hand, but no, just like when they blame your boy who's been balling, the one who was in Washington getting the Bears fans up before the Hail Mary. You know what I'm talking about, the corner.
Yeah, Smith.
Balling.
Yeah.
No, he been balling too, but no, the one that was
out
of position. I forgot his name. Yeah.
Tariq Stevenson.
Balling.
Yeah. But he was balling last year. He lost confidence out there, you know, the coaching, and they wasn't coaching him up. I mean, they had a man, their DB room for the last year, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, Terrell Smith is balling. Yeah.
It's been outstanding.
Yeah.
They got guys
but we've been sitting in a vanilla defense.
You got guys out there that can make plays, that can tackle, that can hurt people,
that can match up with the best receiver,
that can match up all across the field.
Yeah.
But we sitting in Tampa too, hoping they don't throw the ball to this zone that's wide open
all game.
them. Yeah, because you're in Tampa too.
All game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Tampa 2. I'm a Lovey 2 guy, but I mean, even when I played the game, you don't sit in that shit all game. There's a time for it, and there's a time to get out of it.
You got studs.
Right.
If you got a 6'4" damn middle linebacker, that's running around out there, put them out there and put them damn DBs up there. Move some people around. Make something happen.
Yeah, you said let him cover. That's what he does.
And get some pressure on the quarterback, and then make the damn quarterback fit the ball into them tight windows. It ain't gonna work a whole game. It's gonna be some tip balls. There's gonna be some interceptions. There's gonna be some gameplay on your defense.
Man, they got 3 picks out of last year's MVP. That says something. That's without crowd noise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That says something, bro. They're not sitting back there in that damn Tampa 2.
Mm-hmm.
They being aggressive.
Yeah, and Dennis Allen, that's what was expected when he came over as a defensive coordinator, and now he's had time to assimilate with his Bucks and whip them into shape. So by the time we get to the beginning of the season, damn it, I don't know, y'all high on this J.J. McCarthy, but it's going to be Monday Night Football in Chicago, and we let the dogs loose. He blitzed with 30 seconds left in a preseason game.
Blitzed everybody.
On the 4th-string quarterback. So,
everybody.
So you think they're not coming after J.J. McCarthy? You got to be nuts.
He's drop dead gorgeous. And all I've been hearing is he's smart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now we learned that they cheated in the championship. So how good is he really?
Yeah.
He had the tape. He knew what they were doing.
We knew what they were doing. So did the defense. Come on.
So, yeah, man, I just hope that organizational culture as we, get towards the end here. NFL games streaming on NFL. Somebody's spamming. All right, buddy. You spam on. No. Okay. All right. So anyway, as we start closing up.
What time is it?
Yeah, you got to go. So go ahead with your final words there, fella.
Oh, yeah, okay. I got to go in about 15 minutes. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, but no, I was just saying as we wrapping it up, bro, because we do want to get to your final words. I just hope the culture shift. That's what I was saying. I hope they're having these discussions that you and I could have. The stuff that doesn't make sense game day has to stop. Right?
Yeah.
Don't come out afterwards and say, yeah, that guy was over there, not paying attention. I mean, Ace, we all hoop together. If somebody's over there messing around and they're about to inbound the ball, you got to call timeout.
Yeah. And then, and another thing is every team comes out with these scripted plays for pretty much every game. These are the plays we want to run.
We didn't have any.
Establish the game, and we didn't have any the entire season. And if they said we had 15 scripted plays, they didn't work. So, yeah. Hopefully,
and that helps with the terminology.
Yeah.
It helps the team be more prepared so they can get lathered up, so they're not having false starts, so they're not having delay of games, right? Because they've been going over those scripted plays forever.
Right, and you got the personnel groups that know they're going to run the plays.
Right.
You got the 3 or 4 plays that's running off this one action.
Right.
That you can keep running, either take one player out, put a tight end in, or take a wide receiver out. Come on, but
run it out of shotgun or run it over the center.
Yeah,
make it look different.
Yeah. So you're setting up stuff from the second quarter, you're setting up stuff for the second half, and stuff they looking at on their tablet, but you're running a different action off of it. But the kid's under center, play action. You don't know if he's running the ball. You don't know we going short, shallow, or deep with the tight end. So I'm looking forward to the whatever they can install in this first quarter of the season, and hopefully, as we progress, they can matriculate the ball all year down the field, and we don't have to see Bilbo Bajan this year.
And what people don't know about, I hope we never see Bilbo Bajan. But what people know it, but what I love the most about our offensive genius, guess what he does more than almost anybody in the league, him and McVay. They run the ball.
Yeah.
They're committed to the running game, bro. And that goes into aggressive. People think you're more aggressive when you're throwing the ball 50 times around. No. You got to line up and, line up and knock people off the offensive line and ram it down their throat.
You banging, and it gets your offensive line lathered up.
Yes.
And once they get lathered up and the defense is on their heels, like, man, they finna bang us again.
It gets the defense tired.
Yeah.
And it gets them on the heels. They don't know what's coming. And now the play action ain't just token. It means something.
It means a lot because now you're attacking the middle of the field, and your deep routes are going to be one-on-one. Then you got your Rome Odunze, the 50-50 ball winner out there against one guy.
Because you got
DJ Moore over here, and then you're running Luther Burden. And the slat route across
Posted
the day.
Loveland running.
Yeah, man, come on, man. If we can't win this season, it's going to be based on that left tackle and your fingernail painting quarterback.
Well, all right. That being said, go ahead and give me your because we're getting close to the season. I'm supporting the guy.
Caleb is our quarterback.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, bro, they said he was 80% completion percentage. They said that boy was looking good, and so your boy's whipping him into shape. Ben Johnson's whipping him into shape. He'd rather whip him into shape than have to pull the reins and slow him down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have no doubt in Caleb's arm talent. I don't think he has the mentality. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm giving him a mulligan from last season. So whether he painted his nails blue, orange, or Honolulu blue like he had the last week, I'm giving him a mulligan for last season. And you can say what you want about last season and his stat padding and doing most of his work in garbage time, but he's got talent. He's got arm talent.
He showed Moxie, and he brought us back in at least 3 games that we should have won if it wasn't for poor coaching and poor blocking on the left side.
Yeah, so
blocking field goals and stuff.
So I'm looking forward to his progression and this new offense, this mentality of we have to show our hand and hide our hand and then show you 2 different hands while you're trying to figure out our first hand, which I think we're going to have with Ben Johnson, and the aggression that we're going to have. We're going to get back to Chicago Bear football on our defense. So
both sides of the ball, man. They're going to be knocking them over on running the ball, bro. That's
running the ball,
baby. But go ahead.
Running the ball between Swift, Roshan Johnson, the 7th-round pick we brought in.
Yeah, the slave. They love him. Yeah, he's a slave.
Just because he has a slave name doesn't mean you can't call him Toby. But hopefully this is the end of your guy Homer. Thanks for your dedication and work for the organization. But we compete in every room, and I don't think you're gonna compete in our running backs room anymore. We got other special team players that we're trying to put on this roster. We got guys we're gonna be putting on our practice squad. I'm looking at the Bears being at least 65 to 70 players deep with talent. And that's what's going to propel them to at least challenge for the NFC North this year. hopefully for that playoff spot or at least a wild card, and then we can go forward from there. Because you can't challenge for a championship if you ain't in the game, and if you don't make it to the playoffs, you ain't in the game. So
Well, if they do all that and flirt with it, are you gonna apologize to Ryan Poles and come out here and eat crow?
you absolutely damn sure I'm not, because he has nothing to do with it. We had to bring in a coaching staff, a new quarterback, use all our damn cap money on free agency. We still don't have Jalen Carter. We still don't have a designated left tackle to protect our generational quarterback. These are things that hopefully we can address in the upcoming years. But we're, cap wise, we're gonna have to start paying some damn players. And unfortunately, we won't be in a position to go out there and get that superstar left tackle. We're going to have to find him through the draft. And, hopefully he makes the moves and smart enough to package up whatever picks we need to do to get that guy that's going to protect Caleb for at least for the next 10 damn years. So that's what, I'm done. I gotta get out of here. FGB to the highest level of F-ivity. Shout out to Diesel. Hopefully we'll see you either next week or by the time the season starts. And yeah, FGB. Go Bears. We got Sunday night football today. I'll check it out this week. If not tonight, later on this week. And hopefully we can get some hitting tonight and nobody gets hurt.
All right, bro. And great final words. And next week we're gonna go through the schedule line by line and pick our W's and L's. We gotta have Diesel in there. We'll each have a line item.
He's gonna be rubbing his bum.
Yeah, I can't pick it right now until I see the odds from Vegas. I can't, because I don't know who's gonna be hurt. We're gonna pick that, bro, and then we can take the aggregate and then have a mouthpiece overall predictions. See how that comes out. Do the analytics.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, fam. Yeah, FGB. I agree. And man, be safe out there, man. Yeah. Appreciate you popping up.
Yeah, love. Have a great week. Have a great month. Have a great year. Happy Sunday.
Don't forget, we doing the pictures next week.
All right, I got them. Nah, there's not a lot of white. We'll get to that next week. I got to go way back to find the White Sox picture.
Yeah,
but I'll come up with some.
Yeah, you guys were built on hitting the ball and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, bro, man. Don't be late over there. And as we wrap up our deep dive into the all-time Cubs versus White Sox L Series, it's clear that this rivalry is more than just wins and losses. It's a century-spanning battle of identity and pride. From Comiskey Park's legendary clashes to Wrigley Field's sunlit standoffs, each game has etched new chapters in Chicago sports lore. Whether you bleed North Side blue, South Side, or South Side black, the all-time L Series reminds us that baseball's greatest stories unfold in the tension between neighbors. Turning to the quarterback showdown, our debate over Dillon Gabriel versus Shedeur Sanders underscores the shifting contours of college football future stars when they come into the NFL. Gabriel's precision and poise under center certainly challenges Sanders' dual threat artistry, but ultimately it's not about crowning a single hero. Instead, it's a reminder that different styles can both electrify a game, entertain, be competitive, and sometimes the real winner is the sport itself as it evolves. The Brian Flores lawsuit segment exposed systematic undercurrents in the National Football League that go far beyond playbooks and pocket collapses. Flores' challenge to hiring practices and alleged biases has forced the National Football League into uncharted territory, pressuring teams to reconcile performance with genuine equity. As fans, we're watching not only how franchises select head coaches, but also how the NFL navigates accountability and change at its highest levels. Finally, our Bills review and the Spolitricks hot topics brought us back to the present grind of wins, losses, and off-field controversies. Chicago's performance under a new play caller showed flashes of promise, but highlighted lingering gaps on both sides of the ball. Meanwhile, the Spolitricks discussions remind us that sports aren't just about stats. They're arenas for spectacle, rumor, innuendo, and the human drama that keeps us tuning in. Share your takes. Stay curious, and we'll catch you next time for more stories that stretch far beyond the final whistle. The game's always on, and we'll be here to call it like we see it. This isn't just content, it's connection. And it means more because you guys are all here. Stay locked in. We appreciate the support and enthusiasm for this pod. If you have any questions, concerns, or need further information, feel free to reach out and ask. Stay tuned, stay passionate, bear down, and as always, I don't know if this guy's still here because he's pulling up. FGB, okay, F Green Bay. Appreciate y'all. And Karen, if you can take us out of here. Karen. Take us out of here, Karen. All right, y'all. Please like, share, subscribe, repost. Please like, share, and subscribe and repost. Karen, take us out of here. What is going on in the world today? Okay, there we go, Karen.
Put a shovel in the ground.
Breaking my heart, man.
Yeah.
Breaking my heart. You guys gonna get your little suburban stadium and your little, you probably have halter top night, fingernail paint night. You get your fingernails painted.
I'm not going out there, man. I go watch them out of town before
You find yourself sliding through.
on the ground.
Breaking my heart, man.
Yeah.
Breaking my heart. You guys gonna get your little suburban stadium and your little, you probably have halter top night, fingernail paint night. You get your fingernails painted.
I'm not going out there, man. I go watch them out of town before I go to damn out of town.
All right. You find yourself sliding through. You might be in LA. On Florence and Normandy. Hey, homie. Hey, man, come here. You better. You might be in Chicago. Woo! Dipping down Ashland. You better. Chill back. Check your six. Double check that blind spot. Use that blind spot assist. TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. Guard your grill. TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN. Bear down. TATN.
Bear down.
Knuckle up. And don't forget it, baby. And don't forget to.
Whatever you do, don't forget it. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Butterfly.
Forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Sure. Don't forget it.